Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
LFG.
do it.
Props to
Let's
Bruce
do
Buffer. I
it.
couldn't get that time.
Let's go.
It's time to sit your ass down. Welcome to the Me and D NFL Monday Night Crew Draft Show 2025. This is our first live stream. We hope
Live
you
in the
enjoy it. We're happy to be here. I'm David Johnson,
Dave Jr. was happening.
along with,
AM and the PM, you know what it's about, baby.
you
Let's
know
Know
what
what
it's
it
go.
is.
about,
You know what it
man. Oh
is.
man,
You know what
we are
it
pumped
is.
up to talk some NFL draft. I got some questions for us in between picks. A lot of other things that we'll be going through, but man, oh man, this is being called the Shedeur Sanders draft. High praise for a player who is not in Green Bay. He didn't go, chose not to go. They're
Yep.
in Colorado watching. Will this night be, in his words, legendary?
Yeah.
Legendary.
Will this be legendary for Shador? What do you all think? What are your thoughts?
I say it's gonna be legendary. I mean, like he said on a couple of his interviews, or I say press releases, he was like, "It's been a dream of his to make it here. He's worked so hard, and he has put the work in. Like even everybody was talking about down on Bronny. They were saying like, of course, it's nepotism. His last name's James, this and that, but Bronny has still put that work in. Same with Shador. I mean, he started off
Shador.
there at Jackson State. That school, town not that great. He started off in basically humble beginnings, is what I'm trying to say. Then they took the train over to Colorado, where Dion is still having a legacy. Still gonna go strong, still gonna produce, and they flipped that program around. The year before, what they didn't win one game, didn't they? They went 0-13.
You're talking about before the Sanders got there?
Yeah, before the
I think
Sanders
they
went
won
there.
one game,
Like
if
one
memory
game.
serves correctly. Yeah, it was
One
like
game.
One,
1 in
yeah.
12, 1 in 13, something like that.
Yeah. So that's what I was like, So I mean, either way, it's still a win for him. I do think they've been kind of talking down. You've been hearing all the smut they've been putting on his name and stuff, and some of it, it's like I feel like he brought on himself, but some of it is kind of uncalled for. I will say that. What you think, Dave?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you consider legendary? I mean, like legendary would be number one for me. So I mean,
Yeah, for real.
unless you're number one, unless you're top three, then it'll be legendary. If he goes top three, it's legendary. But I mean, I think this is kind of it. He's a top 10 talent. I think he's a first round talent. We'll see
Yeah,
where a lot of teams, they need a quarterback, but they say he might not be the second quarterback overall taken. They was talking about what Jackson
Now they're
Dart.
trying to say Jackson
yeah.
Dart might have
I
Yeah,
heard
moved
that.
ahead
but
of
which
him.
which I also which I also hate because they always put a guy who you never heard of, who never really had no exposure, just late last minute, and all of a sudden,
Got a booster real quick.
yeah, he get a booster award. So I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that either. I think Shador is. I still think Shador is one of the best quarterbacks in the draft right now. I know Cam Ward is going to go number one. As far as athleticism, and that's the kind of prototypical quarterback now. But I like Shador. He's smart. He handles the pressure. He got the confidence. So I think wherever he lands, wherever he goes, as long as he has a team to back him, I think he's gonna be okay. But legendary, if you want to call it that, yeah, go ahead. But I think that's just
Now again, I'm using his words
yeah.
because
That's what I'm talking about
that's
from him.
right.
No, I'm talking about saying from him, whatever he considers legendary. Yeah, I mean, whatever you consider legendary, but me, I would say legendary for me would be top three. But
And
Right.
legendary to me is at the end of the day when you're a Hall of Famer or
right,
you're in the likes of you're playing like Patrick Mahomes is what I'm trying to say.
right,
Yeah.
like you have
Your play exceeds what everybody expects. Look at Roger Goodell coming out on a bike.
he came out like baby boy,
Man,
like Tyrese and baby boy. That's a lot of people.
what if it's squeaking like Debo?
Like Debo. I think that would be even funnier. 'Cause
Pe-
people are like, oh, it's Roger.
Right.
people hate Roger Goodell.
Uh-oh.
I don't know
He
why.
got more folks coming out.
That's a lot of people, man.
I
Oh,
wish
I was tripping off that. The
I wish I
crowd.
had some excess right now,
Yeah.
but all I got is some natty light. But
Oh
Hey, we'll
man,
get you
that's
some, Dre.
poor product placement. You're
We'll get you
advertising
some.
for somebody else.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
excess. We
But
go.
maybe we'll get a sponsorship from Natty Light. But in the
There we go,
interim,
Dre. I'm gonna send you a case, baby.
yeah,
I
we'll
know.
I
just
got
send them
you.
a
I got you.
case.
I'm about to say
I
it.
got you, man.
I'm
On
gonna
the
shoot you the
house,
bread.
man.
I want to say it. I need to get some excess.
Get you some
This
excess.
this,
Get you
this is powered by
excess.
Excess.
But you say you got the natty light?
Yeah.
You got a natty
He
daddy?
got the champagne of
Man,
beer,
man,
which
I
used to
haven't
be
had-
Miller Lite. If I
I'm gonna say
remember,
it.
used
I
to
haven't
be
had
Miller.
a natural light in a
They got
minute.
the Miller. I'm gonna say Miller. They did champagne, a banquet or whatever. Oh, they
Right.
got okay.
All right, Dre. So it's 7:06. I said 7:08. They would announce the first pick. You said 7:11.
Did I say 7? Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
say
you said 7 and 13.
7:13.
Was it 7:13?
Yeah,
Where'd I get
13, I
7?
think.
Oh, you know what? I was gonna say
From the gas
7:11.
station. Right.
And-
You wanted a slushy.
right.
A big gulp.
Right. Pizza with a hot dog.
It's funny though, because the
Look at-
7
Look at all those folks, man. They came out in Green Bay. And it's supposed to be cold. Can somebody Google real quick what the temperature is? Because they're
Yeah.
outside. That's the true definition. I'm outside.
I'm outside today.
I'm outside today.
51.
Okay, that's not
terrible.
bad because
That's
I
not
know
terrible.
some of the morning shows they were freezing.
As long as it don't rain on them, yeah.
As long as it doesn't rain. Didn't it
got
rain
one.
in Detroit last year, if I remember right?
I think it
I think
was.
it did.
Let me ask you this before this first pick is chosen. How did Cam Ward move up so high on the draft boards, yet he was an afterthought in terms of being the top QB as the college season progressed last year, even as it closed? He
Mhm.
wasn't really the top quarterback everybody was talking about. It was more of the Will Howards, the Dylan Gabriels. Trying to think who else might have been in that mix. Even Shador was
I'm about to say
spoken
Quinn
of
yours.
higher.
Quinn yours was probably even over him. It's
Even
like-
Carson Beck was higher in the middle season till he got hurt, and people start singing, he's not really the real deal.
Boy, goofy.
what they
Right.
think about is Will Howard going to be jumping up. I know a lot of people have been, they haven't really been talking much about him, but obviously they won the national championship, and he took them a long way.
Uh-oh.
And
I think I
has
mentioned
a
that.
pretty good story as well.
Was that Ray Lewis on one of the bikes?
They on the clock.
That's Lil Weezy.
Yeah, okay, they on the clock
Yeah,
now.
Lil
and
Wayne on
that's-
there.
Okay. 10. All right. So they got till 20. So just about or a little
It's
under.
a nice.
They'd be like
It's a little.
Oh, wait, wait.
7-19. 7-19.
You think Tennessee's gonna pull the okie doke? Because Lil Wayne and Travis Hunter are connected.
Oh, is that his agent?
Ain't
He's
sounded like
under.
Young Money.
He's under there. Oh, that's
I'm about
Clay
to say-
Matthews. That's Clay Matthews there.
Yeah, Clay. Yeah, Clay.
That's the double Clays. I think that was his dad first. I think. No, that's not his dad.
Yeah, but Cam Ward. Let me get these freaking subtitles up here.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out seriously though. How did he jump up to all the way being the number one draft choice? I can see
mean-
maybe the first quarterback chosen.
Yeah.
Right, but the number one draft pick though, that's over. Over it's like a Travis, over Abdul Carter.
That's almost saying you're the best. player in the draft.
In the draft. I mean, that's
Mhm.
what it's saying though. I mean, they did have a good season as far as Miami. They didn't have a national championship or nothing like that, but they had a pretty good season. And then at some point, they were Cam Ward's name was coming up, flirting with the the Heisman candidates. But when it came towards the end, it was really between Genty and Travis Hunter.
Right.
But I mean, it's so weird. Like it's so weird. You know what I'm saying? You never know. There could be someone in that organization that really likes Cam Ward or knows somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
A relationship was connected and saying, hey, this guy, you never know like the background of
The inner workings.
Yeah, the inner workings, because he did just come. It's been like, how long has it been since like he's always been like the number one pick, maybe even since, I don't know. It's been a minute.
I want to say since the bowl season ended.
Right.
Since the national championship,
Yeah,
all of a sudden
Nothing is shaking that.
it shifted to he was the best quarterback.
Right.
And then it was going to be, okay, it's between him and Travis Hunter. And then once we found out that Tennessee was sold on a quarterback,
Mhm.
then it
Travis
shifted to
that-
he's that
yeah.
person. But it's just, for me, it's unreal how quickly his stock rose, though.
Real
I mean,
quick.
again, he passed up the Dylan Gabriels, and I meant to look up some of the postseason awards. How many did he win? Because I know
Dang.
some of the people that I've named have already, they did win postseason awards. I don't know if he really did or not, but it doesn't matter now because you're gonna be the first name chosen unless they, like I said, they pull the okey doke on us.
Pull the okey doke and get
I mean,
freaking Travis Hunter real quick.
They can say what they want
That'd be crazy.
about Shador, and like he doesn't have a strong arm.
As long as
he got a nice ball. Pause. Like,
but that's what they were saying. He could throw a long ball, but he can't throw short balls. Is what I seen the criticisms were on.
maybe he doesn't.
He throws a nice deep ball.
Man,
this is one of my questions for later, but we can move it up now.
Okay,
did they put the pick in?
No.
Still on the clock.
So, would you rather have a quarterback who has who's a quick processor and accurate, or a quarterback with a strong arm? Because that's a comparison
quick
between
processor
and accurate.
Yeah,
if you could throw the ball through a brick wall, but if you can't hit a receiver in rhythm, in timing, it doesn't matter. That's one thing I got to say. Brock Purdy doesn't have the strongest arm, but he processes the field quickly. He processes defenses quickly.
Right. It's like, do you want a Brett Favre or do you want a Drew Brees? I'm taking a Drew Brees.
I'll take a Drew Brees.
Brett Favre, I know he can thread the needle. He can get it in there.
He can sling it, as they say.
He can sling it. But
He's a gunslinger.
I'd rather someone who got the touch, who can ball placement.
Mm-hmm.
They putting the call in.
They putting the call in.
Here comes the call. We need a little phone. Ring. Ring.
They need that confessions.
Hello. What if they dial the wrong number by accident?
Phone from the 90s.
Right.
No, I could have a big bag phone. That would be a phone from the 90s.
They call Cam Wade.
A big
Hilarious. Yo,
shout out, nephew.
I'm about to say,
he just
hold on.
He's watching old Duke highlights.
Right. You meant to call Cam Ward, not Cam Wade.
Wrong Cam.
Wrong Cam. We're gonna have to hit you back.
Hilarious.
He called campaign
right.
on the Knicks. He's on the bench watching. Hold on, man. Aren't you supposed to be in the game?
I'll take that number 1 draft money though.
Yeah, man, and that's what I was gonna say later on. Take that guaranteed money.
Mm-hmm.
The pick is in.
How long is the deal usually? Is it 3 years?
Don't they like a rookie contract?
Your rookie is 4 years. I thought.
I was gonna say 4.
4 years. Okay.
But I think your team has you for 5. Isn't that right?
It's like an option. They throw an option
right.
there.
Yeah,
live arm. See, sturdy in the pocket. Baker Mayfield. I don't think the last is a good comparison. That's not a good comp, in my opinion. I watched this game today against. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying from. No, I'm not ripping your quarterback. Hey, I'm just saying the comp doesn't seem to be the same though.
That's what I'm saying. It does seem kind of weird. It's like, whoa, like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Baker is kind of elusive, and then he does sling the ball. But like you said, I don't see the comparison.
I don't see the comparison. Now that look at that strong arm right into the defense's hands. I watched this game against Louisville today, and he made some poor decisions.
Who? Cam Ward?
Yeah, he was.
He had, bro. I mean, a couple.
His back shoulder passes were short. Some of his decision making, he was throwing into double coverage.
That's what I'm saying.
2 to 3 times.
The
pick is in.
I was watching some Miami games because I do follow Miami too after Georgia. I mean, he was good, but there some of those games. I don't know. I don't know. I think from the eye test. Here we go.
Is he back to the podium?
Yep.
So I might be slightly behind then. I'm on.
Oh dang! Yeah. He did. They just did it. Cam Ward.
All right, congratulations, Cam.
Go ahead, Cam.
Which one you have it on? ESPN?
Yeah, I got it on ESPN.
Let me switch because
that's a nice little suit.
NFL Network.
That might be the vibes for the wedding. Probably a little tanner, a little lighter.
Big head Tanner.
Big head Tanner. Shout out to Big Head Tanner. The Indy.
He didn't even know he's made the show a few times. Big,
Big Head
Big
Tanner.
Head Tanner's legendary.
I follow him on Facebook. He still got that big head.
Oh, you really saw him?
Yeah, I follow him on Facebook. We're Facebook friends.
You're playing.
I promise. I'll pull up a picture of him.
The look, I was gonna say because
Yeah, let me
we don't
know.
even know his last name.
I know his last name.
For real?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it all. Yeah, let me.
No,
not do it
but
on
you
air.
no, I'm being honest. So
I'm
you
being
really,
dead serious.
really?
Yeah, because he was we were all friends. Well, I mean, we were all friends. We all had the same, like Garrett Schlaughter and David Saposi, all the dudes in the neighborhood.
Yeah, but he was little. Remember, he used to
Maybe
ride
not.
his tricycle.
Maybe we're not talking about the same Tanner.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same Tanner.
Okay, because I
Oh,
thought.
I see what you're saying, D. Yeah, I like that little light look.
Yeah, that's gonna be the vibes. It's gonna be a tan suit with a.
Well, that's
with
the color pants I was kind of talking about, even though I
Yeah.
said more of a white,
It's gonna be. I want
like a
beach-
linen.
Yeah, like a linen. It's gonna be like a beach linen suit. Maybe more beige.
Now, do you really know Goodell well enough to hug him? I mean-
you know they don't. But that's almost just like,
I mean, you couldn't just give him a little dap and a little, the quick in and out.
I guess you just want to be on his good side to be like, hey, just in case if you get in some.
Man, at the end of the day, he works for the owners.
Yeah, that's true.
He's trying to keep you from making cheese.
I can't save your black ass.
Right. Hey, don't do nothing stupid. I'd hate to suspend you. That's what he's whispering.
Don't be in my office 5 years from now.
Hey, I don't want to see you. No Ja Morant stuff like in the NBA. No grenades, no guns. So what do you see now, D? Are they in the boardroom watching?
Yeah, the second
Like,
round.
Okay.
Jacksonville's about 5:30.
Yep. I'm about 5 seconds off from you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to wait for Dre to get back before I go through this, but I can. I'll wait. We can wait. We're not in a big hurry.
Hey, yeah, but he did shoot up. I mean, Cam Ward, he did shoot up. Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the other comparison with the quick arm or strong arm, but not a quick processor and not a. They were saying Jackson Dart didn't have a big arm. He didn't have any of those three. So he's not a quick processor. He doesn't have a strong arm, and he's not very accurate. And I'm trying to figure out how is he going to be in the first round. They say later first round.
I seen Buddy play.
I saw him too with Ole Miss. He was okay.
He was okay.
But a lot of that was because of the offense that Lane Kiffin ran for him. He made it where
they had some weapons on there.
Yep, they had some nice weapons. He had decent numbers, but I'm not saying I don't see him being a first round quarterback is all I'm trying to say.
Me either. I mean, I be watching.
Is it cold? Because Lou's got on 2 jackets.
Brother, he ain't playing. He said, "Hey, y'all finna have me out here." He said, "It's 50 right now, but when I'm gonna be out here,
and then when the sun goes down,
right in Wisconsin,
yeah,
it's gonna be in the 40s."
They said it was good. It was cold.
Yeah, I'm sure Wisconsin.
I know on some of the morning shows they were bundled up. Some of them had blankets on. Like, man, why would you have us do a show outside in the cold? We couldn't get a hotel lobby. You couldn't put us in one of those what do you call those rooms? Conference room. Put us in a conference room or a banquet room. That's what I'm trying to say. Put us in a banquet room where it's nice and warm. I guess they did they reached the right cam.
Man, they reached
they reached the right one. Number 2 on the clock, the Cleveland Browns. All right, let's see what they're gonna do.
Oh, I thought it was Jacksonville.
Did they trade up?
Yeah, it says Jacksonville pick is in. They're at number 2.
Jacksonville originally was number 5.
Yeah, right now they're showing Jacksonville Jaguars pick is in.
Yeah, I see that, D.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see anything about a trade. Did you? See, look at Shefty. Shefty's got a hoodie on with his suit coat.
Right, because
it's cold out there.
Yeah, it's cold out in
Wisconsin.
Knows he's gonna be out
Wisconsin.
He's gonna be out there for a minute.
Man, we need to see what happened with that. Like Dre might be having a little technical difficulties. Yeah, I kind of was liking that pink and black look.
Yeah, that's like Bret Hart, the hit, the heart,
Brett the Hitman.
the Hart Foundation. That's not a bad. Actually a pretty good look. Pink and black, you can't never go wrong with that.
Nope.
He should have. He should have accentuated it though with
Can
something
y'all
else.
hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're
Oh.
fine. Remember, we're live, so yeah, we're good. You ease out, just ease right back in.
I'm about to say I don't know what was going on. Never seen this before.
I'm
man.
trying to see what
Yeah,
happened though. I didn't see anything about a trade.
They better keep checking their finances. You know, Buddy was taking that. What was he doing? He was taking some of that money
Who Dean?
for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was like the
Yeah,
accountant.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
was
yeah.
Put
like
it back
the-
into his account,
That
He
was the
stole all that
Indian
money
guy.
and
like
and
25 million or something.
I think it was closer to 40. If I
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, he was negative.
yeah, they traded the second pick as well as the 104th pick in the
Damn.
4th round and the 200th overall pick in the 6th round to Jacksonville in
Wow.
exchange for the overall pick. So they picked out. So they got out of it. So you're telling me Jacksonville that's Eric Armstead played for the Niners all those years. He's been with Jacksonville one season. Wow. So Travis is going to Florida?
Oh, Armstead was
Jacksonville?
Yeah. If he's the number 2 pick, or will it be so Cleveland pulled a okey doke early.
Yeah, they said Cleveland was trying to sell that.
Now Jacksonville wanted that tight end, Tyler Warren.
Oh, for
Okay.
real?
Mm-hmm. But
That
you're not
Darryl?
gonna you're not passing up on Travis Hunter though.
No,
You're not
Travis.
passing on Travis.
No,
I mean,
I mean you can play
shoot,
him on
I'm
both sides of the ball. That's just gonna be.
I'm gonna play Travis as receiver. He said you want to play He said you want to play offense.
I'm gonna let him play both, but I'm gonna start him as a corner and put in some packages for him on offense.
Yep.
Second,
way-
third down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better too.
Now they say you can have more of an impact, but I mean, how many plays do you run where you're just you're just a decoy?
Yeah, you just
You're not really the primary target. So he can get his snaps. He can probably get 30 and 30 for real.
30 and
On-
30.
on 30 and 30 for 30
Definitely
for
30.
30 for 30 for
I'm 30. I'm 30. I'm 30.
ESPN. Travis Hunter.
chat.
30
Chat.
for 30.
Let it, man.
Where's Shiloh going? I know I mentioned that on y'all earlier episode.
B, what they've been doing?
They've been shitting on Shiloh.
That's got to be a shirt at some point.
Damn.
Hey, did you get your shitting on Shiloh shirt?
Hey, yeah. They try my number because they not.
Yeah, for real. Why haven't you
Here we
called
go.
me yet? You know,
They wasted no time.
Dion gonna be putting in a few phone calls. Hold on, Shiloh's still on the board now.
Right. Third
Travis
round.
He's a Jaguar.
What's going on?
You got me by a couple seconds.
Oh, my
D.
bad. I'll wait.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. So he's staying in Florida.
Yep.
Wow.
That's honestly surprising. I wouldn't think that the Jacksonville Jaguars would move up like that.
That's crazy. It's so
They-
crazy how time flies. Just because seeing these dudes like following their story all the way at Jackson State in college,
I
going to
know.
the HBCU. then
That was
going
just
to
3 years
Colorado.
ago.
That's what I'm saying. And now we're literally watching them getting drafted. It's almost just like,
Watching them grow up.
yeah, like watching them for real though. Because I was watching Shador in high school. I used to watch their little documentary at Texas Christian or something at their high school when they won like 4 state championships. He was the quarterback.
Mhm.
So I used to watch their YouTube series. So I watched him in high school, junior, senior year,
Mhm.
freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. That's crazy.
He didn't want to go to Cleveland. No way. It's too cold in Cleveland. He's really
Nah.
skipping. He's like, man.
No, he got the TikTok dance. Girl probably with some other dude watching it.
Yeah. Hey, she
He
was
dropped her-
she
he
was
dropped
there.
her off. I'm about to say,
No,
he
she
dropped
was
her.
there. I just saw her
He had to
dancing.
make sure.
she's a-
Yeah, make sure she was in the. Damn, that jersey kind of nice.
They had to take it. They had to.
Hey, that might be a top seller.
Oh yeah.
That might be a top seller for the NFL next season. Now we need to track that one. Of
we
the 2025 drafts, who has the hottest
Duval?
He put on a little muscle.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he's been in the weight room.
He's gonna have to be, man.
Especially if you're trying to play both sides of the ball, you gotta be in shape.
Yeah, I, mean, I guess that boy
it's gonna be some.
So it should be Abdul Carter next, right?
Yep.
New York has the third pick. Yep. So they didn't trade it.
Yeah.
So thanks to Pro Football Reference and Pro Football Focus for these stats. Between the two, some are off by 1 or 2 or a few yards, I noticed, but my stats do not include special teams. Here are all 32 teams, 2024 first round draft picks, and we'll give them a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or to be determined. So first off, we'll give you a little preview. Offensive line, there were 9 offensive linemen selected in the first round a year ago. There were 6 quarterbacks drafted, tying a record from 1983. Wide receivers, there were 7 of them drafted, tying a record from 2004. There were no running backs selected in the first round. The first running back selected was Jonathan Brooks, who was drafted by the Panthers in the second round. And then the first 14 selections were offensive players, the longest streak of picks on one side of the ball in a single draft in the common draft era since 1967. So first chosen last year, number 1.
That's nice.
From a trade from Carolina, Caleb Williams, quarterback, USC, played in 17 games, threw for 3,541 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 62.5% completion. Thumbs up, thumbs down, to be determined.
Cam Ward.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. My bad. Caleb.
So
Williams.
we're going.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I gave him a thumbs up too.
I gave him a thumbs up. He didn't play bad at all.
Yeah, I mean,
not for the circumstances.
Yeah, I'm about to say he put him in some better circumstances. He might have flourished a little bit more, but he still played pretty well.
Anybody have a chance to read that Esquire article that he put out there? I heard he took some shots at Eberflus.
Damn.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but yeah, they say he didn't hold back. They said he was ripping old Eberflus. Oh, the Giants got their pick in.
Go ahead, keep it rolling. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And for those watching with us, we'll do the first 20 picks. Our 4 teams, not counting counting CC, who's a Saints fan.
Saints.
All of our picks are in the top 20, so that'll be about the cutoff spot for us.
Yeah, for sure.
But
we're not gonna hold you all weekend.
No, we're not gonna hold you all night.
Yeah, hold you all weekend, hold you all night. We're gonna wrap it up. But
yeah.
Last player with 8+ starts on offense and defense.
You know, Jacksonville got that new coach, man. So we gonna see how he do.
So okay,
OC, right?
So it's gonna be Abdul Carter, right?
That's what it should be. Well, I guess they are going defense, huh? So the big thing right now, how far is Shedeur going to drop? Where is Shedeur going to be?
GM plus they got Liam.
I think that's the narrative.
No further than 21 for Pittsburgh.
That's what they said, but now they were saying he might go 29th. I heard. I think it was Mina Kimes say something earlier. She was like,
Cleveland. Well, why would they pass him up?
Yeah, y'all got
Cleveland wants to jump back up because where's Cleveland at now that they traded that Jacksonville? What did Jacksonville have?
They're 5th now.
Cleveland's 5.
They're 5th, so they're gonna have 5 and 29 potential. Well, that's what I was hearing.
Going
if they
to the
traded
Giants. Up. Dang, iced out. He got the icy chain.
Okay.
Pops got the icy chain on too.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
He got the Adidas chain.
Damn, Pops got one too.
And
you know who he signed?
Is that an Adidas? Yeah, that's an Adidas right? chain, isn't it?
You know who he signed to?
Adidas had to pay for that one.
That's his sponsorship. You know that sponsor.
Yeah.
So he wore kind of the in-between look, not a full suit, but still dressed up.
Like religious. I saw them wrapped up like Muslims.
Almost like a piece of a tux. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think you see the people he was with, they had their hair wrapped.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's
okay.
almost like a. It
Oh,
looks
so
like
he's
a.
Muslim then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not a
Muslim
dashiki,
probably.
but what is like the Muslim attire, like the
Yeah,
Muslim.
got you.
It looks
I
silk.
think
It
that's
look
what a
comfortable than a
hijab or
mug.
whatever.
That's what I'm gonna
I
say.
think that sounds about right.
That mug
I don't.
look
I
comfy.
won't make it up. I won't.
Yeah,
So did
I don't
don't
want to
quote.
mess up.
I about to say
It's
don't
something
quote me.
along those lines, though.
Fuck.
did he get surgery, or I guess he's gonna wait to get surgery? Because remember we was talking about.
It was his shoulder, wasn't it?
Remember, they say they were going to try to see if he could play through it. At least that's the last I
New
saw.
York, baby. I wouldn't mind going to
That's
the
a
Giants.
now. That's a good pick. That's
I'd
a
much
good
rather
pick
go
for
to the
them.
Giants than the Jets. Like I said that before.
He gonna be with Malik Neighbors.
I think I might rather go with the Jets just because there's more upside from the standpoint they're going to hang with their coach longer.
Yeah.
You know, if Dayball and Joe Shane don't get this
they
right,
gonna be out. Yeah,
they're going to be out of there.
Yeah.
They couldn't.
I just don't.
For his position though, is it gonna really matter much as a DN? You're gonna be doing the
Nah,
same
he's
thing
going to be
year
that.
after year.
That number one looks fresh.
Yeah, it does look tight.
Abdul Carter, edge rusher.
Dude,
Number
like-
2, last year's pick, Washington Commanders. Took
Mhm.
Jaden Daniels, quarterback
Oh
LSU.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year, offensive
LSU.
rookie of the year, 17 games, threw for 3,568 yards. Numbers weren't much different than Caleb's. 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 69% completion. I gave him a up, 2 thumbs
I was
up
about to
just
say, 2
because
thumbs up for just
he
6
exceeded expectations in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yep. Put them in a true. They were in a NFC Championship game. So I mean, the only way you can max that is going to the Super Bowl your first year. I mean,
Exactly.
and then after that is winning the Super Bowl. So he wasn't too far off of just having just a very legendary. Now that's
he had a dream
Yeah.
season for sure.
Yeah. If you want
Yeah.
to talk about legendary, that's
That was-
legendary.
I mean, like you said, now they got Debo Samuel. I mean, they got another piece to the puzzle. I mean, they like I
I
said,
don't see
they
if he got
going.
any moves. I don't see he ain't got any moves.
No, they said that's where he's going to have to develop.
That's where
Okay.
Michael Parsons was slacking at.
Yeah, he's going to develop that swim move or
You better study the white.
knock that hand down,
Yep.
that
spin.
spin move, do that
That
big spin
spin.
move.
I'm about to say when Aiden Hutchinson got to the league, though, he had the moves already. He wasn't. He
Yeah.
didn't need to be developed.
Yeah, he didn't have to
Seemed like-
develop.
Yeah. So I mean it says something when some of these guys are just already ready for the league. And, still.
I'm
gonna
trying
have
to see what you're talking about. Somebody does have on. Yep, they do. The women.
Yeah, the women had the
Mhm.
like the head wrap.
the headdress on.
Yeah, headdress.
He's got a little grill in.
Yeah, got a little ice.
I could be broke, have $1 million smile.
Wheezy.
Little Wheezy. Now, why was he there though in the beginning of it?
Because he's a Green Bay fan.
Yeah. I'm gonna say he is.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a huge Green Bay fan.
I did not know that.
And people were like, "Why you not a Saints fan? You rep New Orleans."
Right.
He's like, "They trash."
I'm about to say he's a Green Bay fan, and I think he likes the Lakers too, doesn't he? Pretty sure.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, I think he's a Lakers and
There it is. Legendary. They heard us talking about it.
legendary.
Legendary. The number 3 pick a year
Yes, sir.
ago, New England Patriots. Drake May, quarterback, North Carolina. Jacoby Brissett started early in the season, but May came on and played in 13 games, threw for 2,276 yards, 15 touchdowns, 10 picks, 66.6% completion.
Yeah.
I gave him a thumbs up. I thought he came in and played well and gave New England some hope last year for a team that really wasn't going anyplace.
I'm about to say, yeah, he did give them a new,
Right.
new hope, new way of life. I mean, honestly, should have started earlier. They threw Brissett in there.
Brissett.
I guess thinking that he was going to have some success, early on now, maybe can teach him some things. But then once Drake May kind of got the swing of things, they looked like they kind of were like, okay, we're going to see some big things from him and stuff. But just need a couple pieces. They got Christian Gonzalez as a cornerback on the defensive side of things.
And they should be on the clock, if I'm not mistaken, right? I got them 4th. I didn't see any trades made, but they are the 4th. They got the 4th pick, and Cleveland will be 5, and then
Mhm.
Vegas is at 6.
Yeah, I think he has potential. You know what I'm saying? I think you can see potential. Of course.
I mean, they didn't think he was going to be great at all. I guess coming
Right.
from UNC, though, they're like, okay, this guy, we just don't see much potential. But we like it could be upside, but at the same time, we're not gonna keep our hopes up, and that's kind of what his draft stock was. So I think they really took a chance on him, but then he wound up performing well.
I think they took a chance in where they picked him, but apparently he was their quarterback that they wanted all along, and so they got him. At number 3. Did most people have him projected at 3? I don't think so. But I do remember hearing several scouts say he had the biggest upside, that he could improve the most and become a good quarterback. And so I thought he did all right. The 4th pick went to the Arizona Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio State.
Marvin.
I gave him a thumbs up. He played in 17 games, 62 receptions, 885 yards, 8 touchdowns, average 14.3 yards per catch.
That's not bad for a rookie.
Not bad for a rookie. I just, like I said on podcasts before, just seems like certain games that you would watch, he wasn't there. He wasn't on the field.
Oh, absolutely.
I know, especially when they played the Niners. I'm like, is Marvin even playing?
Where's
Marvin? Anyone seen Marvin?
ESPN has it right now that Ashton Jeanty is the best available at this position. I mean, I don't really see that.
That's what they're saying in this spot right now.
Yeah, in this spot right now. New England.
New England. That's not a. Give him a little.
I had him going to Vegas at 6. So we're saying
that's what I was thinking as well. I mean, Vegas O-line still needs help, but I mean, I still think he could potentially be explosive there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how
you put him with Pete Carroll offense.
Yeah,
I think he'll be fine. And you got Brock Bowers already.
Mm-hmm.
Geno throwing him the ball, out of the backfield. That boy's silly, Travis. His girl didn't have them. They didn't have them matching outfits. That's a good sign for him. There's still time, Travis.
Man, I'm telling you.
There's still time.
Hey,
you ain't signed the cheese yet.
Prenuptial.
Yeah.
Please.
Get her her own apartment.
Man.
He might not want to do that one.
That's what I'm saying. You might not want
to do that one.
Who was it that did?
He's already going to be on the road enough.
It was Tyrod Taylor, wasn't it, that he did it, and he tried to sell it from underneath I think Jalen Green's rifle.
Will Campbell tackle.
That's what they took.
Yep, New England. So
that's a Mike Vrabel move.
Yeah,
that's a good move.
They want to protect Drake May.
Yeah, protect your quarterback. I think that's a good pick. Never heard of him.
Campbell. Hey, he looked like a big boy, though. I'm about to say
that little that's like the Italian, not like the Italian mafia little pinstripe.
But that green is ugly, though.
The green is ugly. I do not like the green. I like the style.
I kind of like the look, the double breasted. But
who's had the best outfit so far?
Oh damn! But Travis? Even his warm up suits, though.
He needs his stuff a little fitted. He ain't go to no tailor.
No, he didn't. But I don't think. Look like you said he ate a little bit too much pasta la vista. He's looking a little chunky. He wasn't.
Garlic bread,
man.
Let's see how strong.
Okay. Hey, no, he probably had to put that weight on before this draft. He's like, I got to put.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than. He's bigger than what they're showing right now.
Italian mob boss.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
That fucking like Tony Soprano. No, that's Vito's special.
Will Campbell. All right. 5th pick taken last year was to the Chargers. Joe Alt tackled Notre Dame. Played in 16 games. He allowed 6 sacks, 1 hit, 20 pressures on the quarterback in 1,011 snaps. I still gave him a thumbs up just because he did protect Herbert decently.
Yeah, Herbert last year was getting way more pressured. I would say like that definitely, helped him out this year, grabbing him early.
Mm-hmm. Number 6 went to the Giants. Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, LSU. I gave him a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Played in 15 games, had 109 catches, 1,204 yards, 7 touchdowns.
What quarterback? Dang.
Right. Was it DeVito? Was it because you're right? He didn't have Daniel Jones long, did he?
That with no quarterback. Shoot, imagine if he get Russell or
Titans.
Demus.
Yep. Titans took J.C. Latham 7th from Alabama, tackle from Alabama. He
Mhm.
played in 17 games, took 1,094 snaps, allowed 7 sacks, 11 hits, and 47 pressures. I don't know now that I say that out loud. Yeah.
Damn.
I don't
Allowed
know.
7
I might have
sacks?
to. Yeah, I might have to take
Alone?
that back. Let's just
Damn.
say to be determined.
Let's be determined on
I
that one.
won't say. I won't say he's a
You need
thumbs
some
down.
work. You need
Yeah,
some
he
work,
needs a
buddy.
little work.
Mhm.
You need some
Yeah,
work.
I take that back,
Damn.
JC. I apologize,
You
man. I
let
gave you a thumbs up, and
You let
you
Buddy
got
get
some
sacked
work to
7
do.
times?
And they were on your quarterback 47 times,
Damn.
pressuring the ball.
Under pressure.
I know you know number 8, D. I'll let you say who it was.
Oh, number 8. Number 8, Atlanta Falcons select Michael Penix Jr.,
Quarterback, Washington.
quarterback from Washington.
Rookie played in just 5 games when it was realized that Kirk Cousins had lost his effectiveness.
Ooh.
Penix threw for 775 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. His completion percentage was 58.1. I'm still going to give him a thumbs up just because he should have been in there probably what do we say, like around week 8, week 9.
Yep.
He should have been in there. They just didn't give him enough runway to show what he could do. And they did see, though. I mean, we saw glimpses of it. That Washington game was a good one, where we saw what he could do when he had time to throw the ball. I think another year in the playbook, or another offseason, should I say, in the playbook, working with Bijan, working with his receivers. I think he's going to have a real good season 2025.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's to be determined for me but I think the upside is definitely there. I think
That's why I gave it to him. In the
Yeah.
small sample size that we saw, I give him a thumbs up.
Yeah, yep. Yeah.
Number 9, Chicago Bears selected Roma Dunze, wide receiver
Roma
out of
Dunze?
Washington.
Romo
Not bad.
Dunze.
17 games. He had 54 receptions, 734 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Look like the
He
field.
averaged 13.6 yards per game.
A lot of people.
Man, look, that's a sea of people.
That is a lot of people.
You think this is where Shador comes off the board? Right here at Cleveland?
I'm thinking that it might be. Maybe they just didn't want to take him at number 2.
Right. Which what is that, why does that matter?
You don't have to pay him as much.
I guess so.
Because because they're slotted.
Yeah.
Each
the way you get your
each level or each
framework,
pick
yeah.
is slotted, and when it's
So the
when you're a
NFL
rookie,
because
has
they're like, shoot, he's already gonna be wanting some money. If we get him at 2, he gonna really want the bag.
he's really gonna want a bag.
Hold on, let's see.
It's gonna be legendary.
I say, does it just makes them look better?
You traded back, so you didn't want Hunter.
Oh,
so
nope. They took a defensive tackle,
Mason
Graham.
Damn, they took one of my players that the Niners were supposed to be going after.
Oh,
I think- I think your team wanted him too, Dre. Hold on a sec. I had that note
Boy,
here.
he got them he got them Olive Garden shoes on. he got them non-slip restaurant shoes on. The boys looked a little
Out of LSU.
bottom.
Damn.
Another
The
LSU
Niners
guy?
actually had on their board Will Campbell and Mason Graham.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
So two of those fellas are
defensive tackle
gone.
out of Michigan.
Will Campbell, the offensive tackle. Yeah. I was trying to get some big boys, huh? Niners.
They need protection. They're gonna need somebody
they
to.
I
Dang,
wanted
I wouldn't
Will
mind no
Campbell
Mason
because
Graham.
he wasn't. They're not trying to pay Trent Williams, are they? They're trying to get rid of him, huh?
No, they paid. Remember, they paid him when he held out last year, but he's 37, and this is probably his last year. So they got to start grooming someone behind him.
Yeah.
I'm just upset with this whole Kittle mess that he hadn't been in camp, and it's not looking good right now. He wants to re-sign it, or he wants to sign an extension, but you haven't got the quarterback signed yet. You got to see where that money's going, and everybody can't get paid.
Everybody can't get paid.
I wouldn't be mad if they drafted Tyler Warren. If he's still on the board, go ahead and start grooming and
Can I
getting
get a half a
Kittle's
grand?
backup ready.
Some people are saying some of our I'm looking on the Buccaneers forum. They're like, I'm salty that freaking Hunter went to the Jaguars. Like freaking Cohen's an idiot and all this. They just talk. They talk
And
about
they going that money?
Duval. They going
Duval.
Duval.
Little
They're talking
Duval.
all.
He said like it was a question. Duval.
They're like
huh?
everybody's looking at him. Like, okay, is that the end? Like, what the hell are you talking
Right.
about?
It's like he didn't know what to say.
Yeah. After that, like
I don't think I asked this question yet. How pleasant has this offseason been without having to hear, can the Chiefs go for an unprecedented 4P?
Oh
Ooh,
my god,
honestly, it's
that
actually
would have
been
been too
peaceful.
much.
I'm honestly,
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
Hadn't this been a nice offseason?
man.
Yeah.
Honestly, you ain't especially ain't really been talking about the Eagles like that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't getting
Mm-mm.
this. They ain't getting.
Yeah,
They ain't
they
get the
got their
love.
stuff and got out the spotlight real
Right.
quick.
They ain't the
Like,
franchise. They ain't the franchise team. But no, it's actually been man. It's actually been real nice. I'm sure, and it's honestly it's probably good for the Chiefs themselves to kind of just go under the radar.
They need to reset.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they needed to revamp. I think that it was too much exposure on them.
yeah,
But that's kind of crazy for to be a
because you know
not
the
like a
owner.
smaller market. You know what I'm saying? Not like
Uh,
they're not a small market, but it's in the middle of it's Kansas City,
It's
Missouri.
the Midwest. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not a big market team.
Small
But they-
market, but they
America's
got a
team.
lot of exposure just because
Right.
the fans are boning out about them, and you know they don't.
Th-
the
They're
Royals
soon to
haven't been
be
anything.
America's team, though. If the Cowboys keep losing and not doing much,
I
and
think
Kansas
the Buffalo
City
Bills
gets
might slide
continue-
in there though.
they have a chance. They have a
Yeah, they
chance
do.
with Josh Allen.
They do.
I just think
Yeah,
by
that's
Kansas
true.
City having won as much as they have,
That's true.
that puts them in that spotlight where
It
they
should've
can
been
be
like-
America's team.
It should be like errors. You know what I'm saying? Like off of relevancy, because America's team should have been like the Patriots. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
No, you're right.
Because that I mean, it's the Patriots. That's
Yep.
America, and they were
That's the
winning
Patriots.
championships. So that should have been like the America's team, and now it's the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're America's team. I think it's just whoever's like most popular,
At that time,
At that
so
point in
so in
time.
the '90s, it would have been the Cowboys.
right?
yeah.
How about them?
I'm about to say
And
Oakland had it for a little bit. I feel like a lot of people like the Raiders for a little bit. I mean, I could be mistaken.
look at the folks still out there, man. It's a lot of Raiders fans in Green Bay Nation. So this is pick number 6, the Vegas Raiders.
Man, they need to keep it rolling.
Raiders.
It is moving kind of slow, isn't it?
Right. I'm like, you had all this time. You don't know who you're gonna pick, but I guess you know.
Ashton Jenkins.
Got to add a little suspense
Right.
to it.
You know, it is a show. It is.
Please
a show.
don't show what I mentioned in the text line.
Please.
I don't want to
hey,
talk about nobody.
Hold on.
Ashton Genty.
You gotta.
I called that one.
Hey, that look
He
like
did-
DeAndre. That look JDK.
Hey D. Hey D. We ain't know D. What? You
Well, I
on
didn't know you was rapping in ball. I didn't even was a
you
running back
agree,
and a
like-
rapper.
That's too funny.
That's funny. Yeah, he does.
So we called that one. That was a good pick,
That was. I'm gonna say we. I mean, we like you said,
which means he won't be there for the Cowboys. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
as long as Antonio Pierce is not coaching them, you know, we. Yeah.
Man, what happened to Antonio? He's getting paid to do nothing.
I
What
thought
you talking about?
I saw somewhere where he was actually doing some fraud or something, and like
He was. He was.
Who was?
It was part of.
What was it about?
It was when he was coaching somewhere. He was involved in. Damn, I don't want to misspeak. I just know it was.
Arizona State.
Yeah, wherever he came
Okay.
from, they
Yeah,
have some sanctions, and
He was
And he's
forging
part
food
of that.
stamps.
Yeah.
was that when he was? That's not when he was with Herm, is it? I think it was.
Dang.
All I know is he was doing something that was fraudulent, and I know they wind up. It wound up being like a big thing.
It was part of the NCAA investigation.
okay.
What he did, I don't remember, but I do remember hearing that he was part of that. He was named in that. Look at Genty. That's pretty cool.
Said JDK.
That boy look like JDK.
That is funny.
Stop right there.
That's funny.
That's too funny. So you
I'm
gotta
tryna-
stop, get your hat, get the selfie.
Yeah, for sure.
That's lit. I
That's
ain't gonna
that's
lie
pretty
to you. I
cool.
like his
So
suit.
I
like
mean,
his suit is
they
clean.
must have to let them know, like, hey, we need you
He
down
picked
here.
him
so
up.
you
Roger
come on
Goodell
the
picked him
stage.
up. Yeah, he finna get. Yeah, he finna
Man, he's
get
loving him, isn't he?
right.
Like he's like, all right, I want to see you. Yeah, no drunk driving.
Yeah,
I think that's a
None of
solid
that.
pick too, because you go to an
hey, it's
organization, Pete
Vegas.
Carroll,
Know what you're doing. Now.
That's what I was saying, D.
Geno
Geno Smith, you got Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Brock Bowers. Hey,
That's
Brock
gonna be a
Bowers,
nice 1-2 punch. That's not even.
They'll be competitive.
They really just
if they let Henry Ruggs out on Sundays, they'll have a nice receiver.
Damn.
I think they said
You talk about fumbling the
I think
bag.
he's out at the halfway house right now.
Good
for him, bro.
He's playing in the longest yard, part 3.
Not good for him, because you know what I'm saying, you did have to learn the lesson.
He out, but damn, he killed the.
He really got out.
Yeah, I think he's out because he served like basically a good
Oh,
amount.
they gave him time served. Yeah,
probably time served.
Yeah, you killed somebody though, man, being stupid.
Yeah, rest in peace to that lady and her family, man. That's
because that is truly no joke.
No, for real.
True.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, you just was discussing the Kyron,
Lacey,
yeah, you know, and that was even tragic.
No, that's very tragic.
He was supposed to be in this draft, wasn't he?
Yes, he was supposed to be getting drafted.
I think they said a first round pick.
Yes, that's why it makes it even more, you know. Yeah, a little bit more heartfelt too.
This wild and weird and sad.
Wild and weird and sad.
It is though. It's wild.
It is sad,
and it's just like damn sad. And if you Shannon Sharp, it's freaky.
Nasty.
Weird.
It's just trifling.
Nasty. Nasty. Leash.
I was talking to somebody right before we came on, and he was like, she wanna sue somebody. Just admit you wanted to get choked out.
Man,
yeah,
right. Like that's what I mean. That's all it was.
Because who keeps getting raped over and over and over?
Right.
I mean, come on now.
It's because the Apple Pay or whatever was hitting her phone, and she probably was like, okay. Then she just eventually got tired of it because the Apple Pay wasn't coming. She's like, you know what? He did choke me out like 3 weeks ago.
I guarantee you, when
that money stopped or something.
When somebody in her camp realized they could get paid off of him putting that on YouTube or wherever he released it by accident, that little incident.
Was that her?
Remember, he was
live. Yeah, that was Instagram live.
That was live.
Yeah,
was that incident with her?
Yeah, that's her. That's Michelle, I believe.
That's okay.
I thought the
but this girl's name Gabriana.
This girl's name was like Gabriana.
Oh, that's not the same girl?
Yeah. No.
Oh, so he got somebody else mad at him.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So then this is another lawsuit coming.
Yeah, no, like
hey, if Michelle's gonna be right around the corner.
Michelle, if you're listening, you can get paid. You were put on Instagram without
Michelle,
your knowledge,
you were on live
without your approval.
He was selling merch with your name on it.
That's at least 10 to 15 million.
Yeah,
come on.
I know because we're gonna talk about it on the show tomorrow. So I just sent a picture of her in the group. Mm-hmm. Well, Dre already probably knows her, but I sent it so you can see it, pops.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a different girl. She was.
So this is somebody model. Totally different. Then.
Yeah, it's an OnlyFans model. She's only like 20 years old.
But who gets raped 4 times?
Man,
I mean, you don't just keep going
it's
back.
It's just like what you just said. She realized someone told her like, "Oh, you were Shannon. You know that he's about to sign $100 million."
Mm-hmm.
But what's messed up is he paid her.
He took a picture with her. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Oh, they just took a side by side.
That's a side by side.
Okay, because I'm like,
well, apparently they were dating.
Yeah,
like they had a relationship going on. You know, some freaky deaky stuff.
Yeah,
so sexual assault.
Yeah, that's what she's suing her for, sexual assault, and he's counter suing for defamation.
Zaniga, that's a Hispanic.
She might be Colombian or something. Ecuadorian.
White.
Yeah, it's something.
It's in a vow.
Right. All right.
What year was it though? I don't really have because I didn't read all the information.
I thought it was Michelle. I thought because
no, not Michelle. Michelle. Hey,
so she's still yet to get paid. Like I told you, hey Michelle, if you're listening, you got a payday coming.
Number 10 on it.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, once one happened, you're gonna start seeing some more happening.
Yeah. Oh, that's how Deshaun Watson.
What
freaking
about
fell
Justin
off.
Tucker? I mean, where's that stand?
And they thank you.
Where does that stand? We need to get to the bottom of that.
On that,
I
if
think-
he's playing,
If he kicks one kick this season,
happen.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm blasting this. I'm
Yeah,
blasting
bro.
him every week.
Yeah.
every week.
And I
every
might
week.
write a letter to the commissioner. What are you
Like,
doing?
Come
Every
on.
like
I'm
every
sweeping
week,
that one under the
email him.
rug like a mug.
Dear Roger, what's the verdict on Justin Tucker?
See you in a little bit.
Cause y'all was blasting
Dear Roger,
Deshaun.
Yeah.
they were
criminalizing
blasting him before all the evidence came in.
Right. Soon as it happened, they was ready to crucify the man.
Mhm.
They were. I mean,
But
that-
Justin
like I-
Tucker, I ain't heard nothing.
And his is even more
when it
graphic than
when it first
what I
started,
remember
you
hearing
heard it.
about Deshaun.
Yeah.
If
What
I
we
don't
did.
get a happy ending, I'm blowing up the place.
Whoa.
Oh, we
He
got
just
a
He just got C.
I say offensive line.
yeah, Adam
Yep.
Mizzou.
They got Mimbu,
Adam Mizzou. Go ahead, MIZ.
ZOU, Armand Mimbu.
Imbu. 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 Imbu.
All the way,
All the way.
all the way.
Okay, Mbambu.
6'4",
Jets?
332.
Damn.
He's gonna be hard to move off the offensive line for sure.
And he's
Yeah,
playing in the
that's-
SEC.
And you know,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is sitting there watching, like, why couldn't you sign him a year ago?
Right.
He could have had my back.
I mean, they did get that other Nigerian guy. That's when the mom was on the. She was trying to-
Fashanu.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
you
would
gotta-
talk about him in a minute
You
when
gotta,
when mom was like, "Hey, scoot over."
Mom was like,
Right,
"Hold
right,
on
right,
now,
yeah.
Get up
hold on."
off of him.
yeah. Snow, the snow
it.
was in front.
Hey, get up off him.
Hey. This is not for you. This is not for you. You're lucky I let you come.
Right.
You lucky I let you come.
We told you in the parking lot, you can sit here with us.
Who let this colonizer in my house?
We hold on. We told your ass to
But it
stay
look
by
like
the
Mbappe got a
fufu
little-
and the jollof rice. you on the couch, but you supposed to stay by the igusi
Mbappe.
and the fufu.
Oh yeah,
she-
that's what I'm thinking.
Wait a minute, but he should have known he was going to get drafted. He was projected in just about every mock draft that I saw that he'd be. I guess he said, "I'm good, just staying at home, celebrate
Right,
with
he
family."
He probably
Yeah.
one of the people there. They
That probably was
eating
way
good.
more personable.
They got a
like
whole
you-
goat cooking in the back.
I swear. They got golden lamb chops.
Goat, lamb chops.
They having
rice
goat
and
chops,
cheese.
goat
They got-
ribs,
They got some
goat
good-
knuckles. He said, "Got a whole goat in the
They got a whole
backyard, smelling up the whole
Man,
neighborhood."
cooking up.
Got
They
the
about to eat
whole
good.
got the whole spread in there.
They about
We'll
to
go
eat
through-
good.
We'll go through some more picks from a
Fish
year
eyes.
ago. The Vikings took number 10, JJ McCarthy, quarterback,
JJ.
Michigan, to be determined.
Definitely to be determined.
JJ's
Yeah.
rookie season with
We
the
ain't see you,
Vikings
JJ.
was cut short due to a torn meniscus in his right knee, which he suffered
Mm.
during preseason. Moving on to Jets. Yep, we just talked about him. Olu Fashanu, tackle out of Penn
Fashanu.
State. He played in 15 games, had 533 snaps, had 7
Vermont.
penalties, 1 sack, 4 hits, and 23 pressures. I gave him a to be determined. I think he's got some development still to improve on his game.
That 199.
Yeah.
Oh,
I about to say because did he got injured for a little bit.
I
there.
think he
don't know.
was hurt too. Like I
Yeah.
said, he did play in 15 games. I should have checked to see how many did
That's
he
pretty
start.
good.
Number 12, Bo Nix went to the Denver Broncos,
Okay.
quarterback out of Oregon.
Still.
Man,
Sean
that was
Payton turned the keys
great
over to
pick.
Nix from the jump. He threw for 3,775 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 66.3%
Still.
completion percentage. He's definitely was a thumbs up for
Commercial, that NASCAR commercial or whatever. They had that Dr. Dre, Steel, and Snoop Dogg.
Wendy.
Oh, it just happened. I was just talking about
Oh yeah,
You know,
I'm
so
saying I'm a
I'm
couple
representing
minutes
for the-
behind. It's
all
okay.
across the world. Still. Oh, you a couple minutes behind?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it didn't come up yet.
Bing, 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 bing,
Oh,
bing, bing,
good
bing,
good
bing,
year. I'm
bing.
Good
actually I
year,
got my
good
stuff.
year.
Yeah, I got my stuff.
I think I just went off, didn't he?
Yeah,
Because I got a Modelo commercial on.
Oh, yep.
Cerveza, the mark of a fighter. Let me see. I left off at the Raiders. Number 14, the Saints took Talise Fuaga, tackle out of Oregon State.
Fuaga.
He played in
Saints.
17 games, 1,071 snaps on offense. He allowed 6 sacks, 39 pressures. He also had 10 penalties. So I'm going to give him a to be determined. I
I'm
think
about
he's
to
got a
say,
little bit of work to
sound
do.
like he had like a C- type of season, if I had to say.
Almost close to, almost close to thumbs
He-
down. But I mean, tackles it.
It's the
Sometimes
same.
it takes him a little bit of time to
Get used
develop,
to that. Right. Get used to the speed. Get used to the
That-
schemes.
I mean, that one
get
guy,
used to the person, the people across from you, the opponents, who might be or might have been in the season a couple years, and they're a little bit ahead of you. So
Right.
I give him a to be determined.
Just
I
gotta
won't
take-
give him the straight thumbs down.
take it with stride. They gonna wind up learning from a veteran that's been there, and pick up with speed. Sometimes they don't, and then they wind up being,
look, stringing this
you wind
out.
up going to the
We're on number
XFL.
8.
What are we on? Number 8?
Yep.
Damn. Number
That's the
5
Rebels door.
at 15,
Carolina.
Latu, edge
Leia
rusher out of
Latu.
UCLA, played in 17 games, 618 snaps. He had 4 sacks, 16 solo tackles, 3 forced fumbles. I definitely give him a thumbs up.
Okay.
Who's on the clock? I would say Mel's best available still
Panthers
Shador,
on the clock right now.
Tyler Warren, Jalen Walker, Will Johnson, Colston Loveland. So in an hour, we've only done 8 picks or 7 picks.
Right.
Yeah, we may not make it to all of our picks.
Right. I'm about to say, shoot.
Because let's see, 8. That means we got another 9 picks, or do we got 10?
We'll see where we're at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll cut it loose at 9
I'm telling
for
you.
sure.
Because I'm about to say, damn, they really stringing this mug out.
Like
They using-
everybody's
they using
riding
a
the
full
bike up
10
to the
minutes.
podium.
Man.
This is TV form, and they're trying to keep our eyes off the NBA.
That's true.
Because I haven't been able to see what the scores. I saw Pistons were trying to battle back against the Knicks.
On?
Yeah, it's like 3 games tonight. D Lakers play.
You lying.
81
Tatero
75.
McMillan.
Knicks are up on the Pistons, and then we
Oh,
got
man.
2 more.
Yeah. This got to wrap up. I didn't think there was no games today.
He said
Nah.
it's got to wrap up.
I
It's
just-
funny. People were
I
saying
do
that
it the old school way.
NFL draft is overrated.
Yeah, because we still got the Grizzlies at the Thunder, or Thunder at the Grizzlies at 8:30.
You don't need to watch that. either.
Nuggets
I mean,
at the Clippers.
You don't need
know
to
I
watch
thought
that.
I thought the
What
Lakers
channel's the,
played tonight. I guess they play tomorrow night.
Clippers games on NBA
Ooh,
TV.
I
They
got
were
that
complaining.
Picture though.
They 8:30 and 9 is
What
the
channel
next
is that
2.
on?
But
It's gonna be on TNT and Max too.
Yes, sir. You know
Yeah,
that picture in picture.
yeah. So you'll be able to see it on TNT.
Yeah, I'm putting it on right now with side by side. Yes,
Tatero
sir.
McMillan, wide
Arizona.
receiver out of Arizona.
Yeah, I think he was.
So
kinda
they
cold.
didn't.
I
So
think
they
he
didn't
was
go to 4 quarterback after. Man, so it looked like Shadur's gonna fall to 21. What if LA jumps up? And I'm talking about the Raiders. I mean, Raiders, the Rams, because I thought they were. No, they're 26. Ooh,
Big
I think a
Miller.
good. I'm trying to. This is gonna be the interesting spot right here. What the Saints do, because the Saints need a quarterback.
oh, they didn't actually. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. I mean, the Saints do need a quarterback. They
this is
say it
where
has to be
Shador should
Jackson
go.
Dark or.
See, I thought I just saw that they had drafted the other dude. So okay, I
No,
misspoke
that was
then.
that was the Carolina Panthers who selected. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was
McMillan.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Bryce
Okay.
Young.
He might be nice, Panthers.
Oh, that's good. Gives him another weapon.
Yeah, that gives them another weapon, another young weapon. That's gonna be a young squad. Like if they can keep them together, if they can.
Oh, so he's from Hawaii. He's got his layout. Look at him. I heard that. He said, I'm ready.
He ready to play.
That purple suit's not
Oh
too
my
bad. The
gosh.
purple and black. You can never go wrong with purple and black. I probably would have done the opposite though, with the black and then with the purple
Is he
shirt.
is he gonna be nicer than Puka? I'm trying to see.
Ooh, then Puka was an underrated. That's underrated.
I'm about to say that
That's the
first
Puka
year.
What
Nacua.
what round did he go in? I know he wasn't in the first. Wasn't he like second or third?
Third.
Yeah.
They got him for a steal. They didn't even know it.
That just goes to show that's good draft, good scouting.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
eye test. Sometimes it's just the eye test. You can't go with all the hype. That's why I don't like.
I
They
know
just
the
be
hype.
throwing people in there like who, you know what I'm saying? They just be throwing
Yeah.
people
Mhm.
in there who they think like
Whoever
nah,
they can
you
Well,
make
gotta
it.
be
sometimes they
hype.
got to do it just to fill up a draft, and
That's true.
so they can they can string it along. Because that's a lot of work
They
too.
just be
All
throwing
this
somebody in
mock
there.
drafts. I think so too.
For real, it's all smoke and mirrors, honestly. But they gotta
Right.
do it because if they didn't, there would be no buzz around
You
it.
think
People would be like,
manipulation in
we
there,
don't,
like
we don't know who's gonna go top 10. Like
the
we don't know
lobbyists,
those guys.
like the higher ups would be like, "Hey, say Zach Wilson is cold, so the Jets can take him."
They have done
Yeah.
that. I've heard that before.
You know what I'm saying?
That has been
Hype this
done.
dude up so that he goes boom, and then we can get Patrick Mahomes. You know,
It probably doesn't happen as much as it used to, but
That
I
is
bet they
funny.
so.
But
Like
you can pay
sabotage,
somebody.
basically,
Hey.
propaganda.
Hey, make it seem like buddy's good. They take him number 2. He
make it seem like
trash.
we want an
Yeah.
offensive tackle
right,
and we want a quarterback for
right.
real.
Just to throw the
For
whole,
real.
Just throw everybody off the scent.
Your chain.
Yeah.
It's 'cause now
Like are
everyone
those
got-
those mugs be looking heavy? Like I mean I don't know if because especially the
I think
Cubans
these are
already
more
look
like a special night. You know, you're not wearing
Right.
that chain often. You
no.
every
That's
day.
just- that's
just
a
for the
flex.
draft or
Yeah,
just
that's
for
that's a straight direct
Exactly.
a draft flex. Like
For sure.
it also shows me too who got some NIL money.
Yeah, for sure. I might say you either got some NIL money or you know that freaking that signing bonus is coming through ASAP.
Or you
Right.
got some shoe money. You got some extra money from somewhere to get Jacob the jeweler to make that for you.
you know the feds listen.
What money?
Yeah.
NIL.
I don't know.
Uncle
What
Sam.
money?
Uncle Sam's like, did you file your taxes last week?
Right. What's a dude from Tennessee?
Nico.
Nico.
Yeah, like
Tennessee
now I
was
can
like,
say it when I
what
like-
money?
Ooh, they went with
yeah, Maliaba. Yeah, Maliaba.
Okay, hold on. I think this is where
What
this is where
money?
you get Shador right
This
here.
is
man.
Shador. Go ahead and
This
get your
gotta be.
Shador.
It has
Nah.
to be.
For
You ain't got
sure.
you ain't got no quarterback.
For sure.
Won't be no
Shador.
Hey.
Do you want to sell tickets or not?
For sure. Shador. Eating
If
shrimps by
Shador
the
don't
shore.
go right here, man. Saints. Sorry, CC. Here we go.
If they mess this up, your player fell to you.
It ain't Shador, man. They didn't
Oh
miss
no,
it.
no.
To
Kelvin
tackle.
Banks Jr.
Damn, that's another one off the board for the Niners.
Offensive
Damn,
tackle out
y'all
of
want him
Texas.
too. I might say they getting these tackles early because that's probably the hottest
Texas.
commodity.
Damn, he's got a little baby.
Dang,
the
she was
the
climbing
baby
all
like,
the
oh,
baby
shit, I'm
head.
about to say
Right,
that.
right.
Right, the baby woke up.
Like somebody rub his head. Is he
I said,
okay?
damn, bitch.
The, the baby was good in sleep.
They were like, oh,
She done woke the baby up.
baby. Dang.
That is hilarious.
We from Texas.
We from Texas.
Hey.
The biggest, the largest.
Biggest. The
Texas.
largest. Go ahead now.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Shador is definitely gonna drop.
Damn,
now.
Shador. You might be there for Pittsburgh to scoop you up.
That's what they
If
said.
he goes to, I would prefer going to Pittsburgh. Let
I
me
would
drop.
too. Like I said, the higher up you go, the more unstable the situation is going to be.
Right, you get into a good little gravy situation.
Mhm.
That is
Get Brock
true.
Purdy.
It was
And
something else.
you're going to an organization that's going to take care of you.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin is going to do
Tomlin,
right
I'm
by
with-
you.
Right,
Yeah.
you got.
Well, he pisses
you got
his
some
wide
weapons.
receivers off, but everything else should be pretty gravy for you.
Man,
You got weapons.
The only bad thing is gonna be is you got Arthur Smith as your offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
he
I don't understand why Tomlin gave him so much grace
he
this
ain't
year.
dialing up a damn thing.
Nothing
It's like
that looks
it's
good.
still
Nothing that's gonna be
Nothing creative.
ooh, yeah,
Right.
nothing's gonna spark a. It's just basic. He gonna give you basic.
Remember how Ben Johnson was dialing up those plays for Detroit this
Man,
past year with
he
the
was
flea
cooking.
flickers and
Cooking.
double, reverses, things like that.
He was
Damn.
cooking.
Hey, Ben Johnson's gonna be nice on the Bears.
Yeah,
this
their
year. I
offense
feel
is
like
gonna
there's gonna be
go. I
some
feel like
good-
Look at that, all that shaking. Okay, I was gonna say the baby was still asleep, but he's up. Now he's spitting up. She don't even see it. But wipe the baby's mouth.
Baby got acid reflex.
Baby's got a concussion. First concussion
Damn.
suffered by Banks since he turned pro. What happened to the baby?
The dad was looking funny with the glasses on. It cracking me up.
That's one girl off NFL Network in the black. I don't know who that is in like the maroon. Laura Rutledge. Okay, yeah. So what are they taking over the? I don't have the sound up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me neither. I'm about to say I just got the captions running.
They just feeling. They say, "Hey, we need to fill some time. Y'all
We
go
need
up
some
there."
fillers. Speaking of which, we have more filler here. Let's see. What was our last one? We left off at Indianapolis at 15. So 16, the Seattle Seahawks took Byron Murphy, the second defensive tackle out of Texas. Played in 14 games. He started 9 of those. Took 457 snaps and had 12 solo tackles. 17th, Minnesota took Dallas Turner, edge rusher out of Alabama. He played in 16 games, had 12 solo tackles, 3 sacks. Let's see here. Cincinnati, number 18, they took Amarius Mims, tackle out of Georgia.
This is why I'm hot.
He played in 15 games, started 13, had 836 snaps on offense where he committed only 4 penalties, only allowed 4 sacks. So he definitely was a thumbs up going back to Turner. I had him at a thumbs up. Byron Murphy, thumbs up for him as well.
This pretty much like a war show.
Man, but it's like they're really trying to milk it though.
That's a lot of people. This
like we got to milk this to like midnight.
Look at all the lights and stuff.
Like, I mean, they did. I mean, they just trying to get the eyes on the sport as a whole. They don't care if you even like football or you even understand it.
Yeah,
they
want to make it a full-on attraction,
like an event, more than an event. Yeah, a mega event.
Chicago, what you know?
That's why they're switching.
If I was him, I'd go for another either edge rusher or another offensive lineman. Because they've picked up a couple of linemen in free agency. Tooney left from Kansas City, went to Chicago, and they signed someone else. But the more protection that you can give Caleb, the better he's going to be.
No
yeah, they definitely have to go old.
They need to go O-line. The biggest, the largest.
Oh, they honoring.
Oh, he passed away today. Yeah, I got him
Damn.
in our notes for Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Steve McMichael. He was a Super Bowl champion, part of that 84 Bears team. He wrestled for a little bit. I don't know if it was WCW or was it WWE. Anyway, I know he did wrestle for a while.
Oh, Walter Payton went to Jackson State?
Mm-hmm.
The HBCU?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. Sweet feet?
That's the same. The one in the same.
What is it?
Sweetness?
Right. Walter Claude Payton. You say what?
That was too funny.
Okay.
Man, I go. I thought they were going to make the pick. That's why I got quiet.
No, they're about to.
Number 19 for the Rams was Jared Verse, edge rusher, Florida State.
Oh, they
Played
took
Tight
Colston
end.
Colston Loveland.
Loveland.
So what they don't
I
like
make
Cole
love it.
Komet? They
I'm about to say
meet me
Cole
at the
Kmet.
Loveland.
I
meet,
make love
meet
it.
me at the Loveland.
Loveland. Loveland.
Cole
Loveland.
Kmet just looked at the screen like, damn.
Right. They didn't tell me.
He said, "Hold up."
I'm up on the block, ain't I? Like, hold on. He called
Damn,
his
right. But you know what? That is another blocker.
Another blocker, another
That's-
weapon,
another
double
weapon.
tight, and that's another weapon for Ben
Yep.
Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can
They
run
finna
a
be
2
cooking.
tight end set.
Yeah, he already thinking like we finna be cooking, and like you said, another blocker.
For sure.
I don't mind it. Go back to
Nah, I don't mind it either.
double. Honestly, you can look at some teams that rock 2 tight ends.
Look at just look at
Patriots.
what Philadelphia did. That's why I would be modeling my team in terms of O line, D line.
Yes.
Build those up and get bigger because that's what carried them in the Super Bowl. Nobody could push them around. No one could push them around. And whether you do the tush push, the brotherly shove, that part to me don't matter. But if on regular plays, my offensive line can control the line of scrimmage, we're good.
Look, he can run a little routes. He can run some routes.
Yeah, he looked like he was decent.
Little shifty, little quickly. Chi-town. Unpopular opinion. What you thinking? We going St. Louis style? Or we going Chicago style pizza?
Oh, St. Louis for sure.
I'm going St. Louis too. I'm not.
So when you say St. Louis style, you talk about the squares, the thin crust.
Thin crust squares, the
Tavern style. I like
sweet
mozzarella.
See, I like the deep dish, truthfully.
like a Detroit. You like a Detroit style, like a deep dish.
Oh, you're talking Detroit. I thought you were talking
No, I was talking
Chicago.
Yeah, I was talking Chicago.
I like the
a deep
Chicago deep dish.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I like the Detroit pan too, but yeah, no, the Chicago's good, but you can only eat like one slice.
Well, bro, it's
Because every time people say St. Louis style, then I think of the Provel, like the emos.
Yeah, I
That's
don't like
nasty.
the Provel. Yeah, I don't like the Provel.
That emos
I gotta have the mozzarella, or I can do the mixed cheese, which is like the Provel mozzarella. But
maybe
Provel,
yeah, but if it's that straight Provel,
that straight Provel is trying.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I don't-
it's too.
Why can't you
gummy.
just do provolone then? If you
That's just a lot
get
of
that close to
cheese.
Provel,
Oh my god.
just do some provolone cheese.
Is that Provel?
It's
That's his bougie cousin.
It's gummy.
Yeah, Provel is like a made up cheese that seriously that St. Louis came up with.
Hey, provolone.
Oh,
Ain't that just your
it's,
cousin Provel?
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
related to the provolone.
Yeah.
But
Provolone
that's
go to public
Provel,
school.
though.
Provel
That's
go to private school.
Right.
Yeah, cousin Provel, he been used on everything.
Yeah, you know Provel.
Provel now.
Moved out the hood. Think he too good for us.
Provel and them. Provel need to come back home.
Provel.
Provel moved out the city about 4 years ago.
You know, it's somewhere someone has named their child Provel. You know that,
yeah.
right?
That's
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
Provel Jackson.
Little Provel. I would call Provel Simpson. Was the first one I get.
That's funny.
That's
Oh, they got pepper. Yeah, I think I did see that.
So you
pepperoni
like-
ranch on the pizza.
Yeah, so you like so what you do is you
Get
so
the
you
grease.
cook the pizza. Yeah, you cook the pizza and then
Mhm.
you cook the pepperonis on a pan separately. Then you put the cooked pepperonis on top of the pizza, the cheese pizza, and then let it
Oh, really?
and then you take the grease from the pan, put it in the ranch. Yeah, it's kind of nasty. You take the pepperoni
Right.
grease, put it in the ranch, shake it up, it kind of gives it that pepperoni grease flavor, and then you put that on the top of the pizza.
Oh, wow. My heart just
Man, I'm
clogged up.
telling you,
I felt some arteries clog on
sounds-
that
it's
one.
about clogged arteries.
Man, I think I'm going to pass on that one, D.
It looked good, but I just know my stomach gonna be on 10.
Man, 11. Number
Pepperoni grease?
19.
Cheese.
The Rams took Jared Verse, edge rusher out of Florida State.
Oh, yeah,
I actually give him 2 thumbs up.
that was a real good pick. For
He
the Rams.
played in 17 games, had 4.5 sacks, 36 solo tackles,
He was well
2
versed.
forced fumbles, and 834 snaps.
Yeah.
The Steelers in the 20th pick, they took Troy Fontenot, offensive lineman. He played in only one game due to a knee injury suffered in the preseason, which led his placement on injured reserve. Then he tried to come back in week 2, suffered another knee injury. This resulted in him missing most of the season, and now he's going to miss the 2025 season due to a dislocated kneecap. He's got this happened like a week or so ago.
Damn.
He dislocated his kneecap.
Okay,
And,
here you go.
Crazy.
Y'all on the clock.
We're on the clock. Go either offensive line.
Dang, Shador got a chain.
I did say to send him to the Niners and let him and go ahead and trade Purdy. I'm serious. I'd be good with that.
Just ride the rookie contract out.
Yep.
It's a business.
You put Shador in the offense with Kyle Shanahan.
Hey, Shador ice looks different than everybody else's ice.
Yeah, Shador's ice does look. There's levels to it. He got the two-tone
legendary.
Ice.
Yeah, his ice is
his ice rose
is,
gold.
He got the same ice as Jalen Hurts got.
He's got ice like I've been having ice. I didn't just get ice a few months ago.
Yeah,
I've had ice.
I've been had ice. He was rocking that.
That's some frozen ice.
They were wearing. He was rocking that in high school. College.
Right.
He got that legendary ice.
The ice this
legendary.
It's shining.
Is this
product placement time? Powered by Excess. That's the only reason we're still here.
We are still here.
I'd be asleep. I'd be knocked out. I wouldn't be able to do this. Still legendary.
Cognitive brain function still sharp as a tack. Legendary.
At number 21, the Dolphins took Chop Robinson, and that's for real. Linebacker, Penn State.
I'm gonna be in chop liver.
Played in 17 games with one start, took 565 snaps, had 16 solo tackles and 6 sacks. Eagles took Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback, Toledo. He started in 17 of 17 games, took 955 snaps, had 37 solo tackles.
Okay, edge rusher.
That's what they need.
Yep.
That's what they need.
No, I had to pull this up on a separate thing. This is just the draft board.
Oh, I thought you had the draft pick because D's like a couple seconds ahead of me. I want Shador or an edge rusher or offensive line.
Yeah, Michael Williams, defensive edge rusher out of Georgia.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
That's a great pick. You know it. You gonna get you a dog. You got you a dog right there.
You gotta give me a dog.
Hey, yo, dog.
Got it.
Hey, yo, dog.
Hey, yo, dog.
Dang. Yeah.
Michael Williams.
Damn.
That's nice. Nice. See, that's how you do it. Just do it at home with friends and friends. I don't know. I won't tell them how they want to do it.
I might say,
unless you know that you going like Cam Ward, I'd be in.
Yeah, you have to be there. I think.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that one, D. Yeah, if it's any doubt about it, keep your ass at home.
I say if you like the first 5, it makes sense. If not, it probably makes more sense just to do it at home with friends and family. Like, just do it big.
Man, I don't know. Whew. I don't know if I could do it. Whew.
What? D?
Imagine if you don't Imagine if you don't get drafted.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to be sitting there in the room.
Man,
like they always go back to that Aaron Rodgers video
where he just sitting there.
He sat there the whole night. And then part of the next day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's in the same suit.
He probably wasn't thinking I'm going to be here all day.
For real.
Get him.
That's a good. That's good. That's a solid pick, man.
That's a real good pick. I'm happy with that.
They had some Little Caesars in the
back. I'm happy with that. And they need somebody. Pair him up with Bosa. Pair him up with. Oh yeah, you got my boy on.
That's a nice.
Man, you know what I'm talking about? Fred Warner. That's what I'm thinking about. Fred Warner.
Oh yeah, Fred Warner.
Mr. Motor. That dude don't shut it down.
He got I mean, he was
really
playing with
don't.
that fractured ankle that one year.
Broken foot, fractured foot.
Damn,
That's a
that
nice
ain't no
pick.
joke. That's a
Hell
great
no.
pick. That's a
Number
straight
12
dog.
is the Cowboys. So
Hey.
Genty's off the board.
Oh, they got a.
If I were them, I'd start rebuilding that offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's when
Go
they were
back.
good. Their offensive line always was stout.
321 pounds. Like,
And they got the pick in. They didn't waste any time, did they?
No, they
Don't.
did.
Jerry's got that Johnny Walker blue out.
10 through 20 should blow. Pause.
I know. I mean, you should know what you want by
You
then.
should
Like,
know.
for the first.
Yeah,
couple
you've had all year to think about this.
Tyler Booker, guard out of Alabama.
Okay. Nice. Good. There you go.
Yeah.
Going back and getting that offensive line right.
Trying to at least. Give
Call-
Yeah.
282 yards and 10 touchdowns. He averaged 14.7 yards per catch. That was a good pick for them. This next one was up. The Lions took
good.
Terrion Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama. Played in 16 games, started 15 of those, had 47 solo tackles and 1 fumble recovery. Let's see.
He's had to meet. They definitely he's met all the players before Roger.
He definitely didn't pick that joker up though, did he?
Oh,
He didn't even try to. He didn't even try to wrap him up good.
You try to pick him up, that'd be your last try.
Man, back could be on the ground.
I'm about to say, don't he got a bad back already?
He does.
Back in your ass.
Bass.
I ain't got it back no more. It's just
it's just all connected.
This is all connected.
I hurt my bass. Oh, with your back? No, my bass.
My bass, huh?
Whole thing.
Hey, your ass and your back.
Yes, your back. He sit down, he just laying straight on his back.
What's wrong? My bass hurts.
Oh wow. The Lions freaking they wind up giving Kirby Joseph, the safety, 4-year, $86 million. I missed that news.
You got ice. You got ice on the upper part and heat on the bottom.
What's that? Biofreeze ice.
Put it on that bass.
My bass hurt.
So you got the Dolphins on the clock at number 13. I'm sorry.
They gonna need to drive a ride.
We're gonna hang in there at least to your pick, Dre.
Might as well. I appreciate it because I mean,
the way they're moving now, though, it'll be before 9 o'clock. I mean, they're moving with some speed.
Roll it. Keep growing.
It's about time.
Yeah,
they gonna grab a wide receiver so Cheetah can go ahead and leave. And
Cheetah.
Oh, they drafted a pillow for Tua, so he can.
Yeah, for real.
For his head.
Yeah, somewhere to lay down.
Yeah, somewhere to land.
What's that say? What's that say on his chain?
Zook.
Zook.
That's his nickname from first grade.
Daddy's still crying.
Shoot.
What's more important, the ice or the tire? The
fit. The fit is the most important thing.
I'm about to say the suit got to be more important
the
than
suit got to
the
be
ice.
on point.
The suit has to be there because you
ice just brings it to another level.
That's
accentuates the look
for sure.
Now that little crushed velvet is kind of a different look. I don't know if I would have done brown, but
yeah.
I kind of liked it, but it was more the pants. Is what I did.
I like the brown
pants was
and the black. Excuse me.
So I don't remember the pants. Were they white? If I remember, yeah, they were white.
Yeah, white. Yeah, it's almost look like some curtains or something.
Yeah, I think I probably would have went with the darker pants.
Yeah, the darker pants for sure.
She just went with some black pants.
Hey, he looked like he's smart though. I will say that, man. So he gonna be pretty.
He's a big boy though, 321 pounds.
Yep.
How about them Cowboys?
6'4", yeah, 320.
He went to Alabama. He probably graduated with his degree still. Freaking.
Oh yeah, summa cum laude.
Oh,
they got the boy on the commercial.
I was gonna say that's Kittle.
Yeah, that's where He trying to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say Kittle's on a commercial.
They say he was smashing
trying to
some
get his
cold
money.
ones at WWE WrestleMania the other
Oh yeah,
day.
you know,
in
yeah.
Vegas, yeah.
He was smashing them. Maybe that's why he didn't show up for camp.
He's still having a good time.
Having fun.
They got to get him
trying to get his
signed.
money.
I mean,
Yeah, they need to get his money right.
they got to get him right and get him into camp.
Ooh, Brick Squad.
I mean, what they need to do is just tell Brock Purdy, it's like, we're not going to sign you for $50 million, but we can give you like
35, 30.
I'm about to say we can probably give you like 39 to 42 or something. Like they got to figure.
I
it
tell
out.
him 45 or less is gonna. It's not going to exceed 45. You tell them
38
that.
million.
Look, we know Jerry Jones overpaid for Dak. we're not going to make that mistake with you.
For real. Like we
And-
still got other
and
pieces to figure
We
out.
got other pieces to fill. Yeah.
Do you want to be you want to be
I'm
in
gonna say, how
contention,
long
or
do you wanna
wanna
be
just
here
paid? Like,
And want to win. You
Exactly.
can be here and we losing, and then you and me both gonna be gone.
Everybody's going to be fine.
Everybody's gonna
I
be
swear.
gone. So if you want to just take this little cut a little corners, and trust me, we win a Super Bowl, you'll get your payday
You're
Yeah,
going to
you'll
get it and then some.
and
Yeah.
then some, and you'll get the commercials.
I'm about to
So
say,
don't
yeah.
worry about
Then
that.
you're gonna get some really good endorsements.
And he's already getting commercials out there. I mean, he's getting endorsement money.
Yeah,
So that's not a problem.
John Deere.
I think where he's more frustrated is that he's like, all right,
But he does have a John Deere commercial.
I knew, yo,
Yeah, he's got that.
I was straight joking, but I'm just like, bro, he would be.
Yeah,
that
he's
and,
got a
like,
John Deere
Hanes.
commercial.
I
He's
was
got
gonna
that.
they said he went farming, I guess, on his bye week. What was that, last year? Like
At his girlfriend's
yeah,
house. Yeah, his
yeah.
girlfriend's
He
house
got-
or something.
Yep. He got
Yep.
John Deere, and then he got some type of like
It's a
Milk-
clothing line, and he's got a deal with Toyota.
some Wrangler. He got
Yep.
some Wrangler.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
about to say,
he's got a
Wrangler
couple
jeans.
endorsement
He got to
deals.
take over
Wrangler
for freaking
jeans
Brett
had-
Favre. You know, Brett Favre had that Wrangler.
Brett
Yep.
Favre.
get you some Wrangler jeans. He probably gonna get a little boot company,
That's
farmer boots.
that boy. Got,
Yo, I was just joking about that
He got
John
them
Deere, but
brunt
it's so
boots.
funny.
No, that
like,
was real. That's
I knew
real.
I knew that would be
Ariat.
that boy signed a John Deere. John Deere got bread,
They got
For
big
real.
bread.
big bread, and they
Yeah.
selective who they pick.
Very.
Think they want
They
Tyreek
don't
Hill
just
out
pick
there on the
anybody.
freaking.
They
the
just
tractor.
don't pick anybody.
You can't be no. Yeah.
You gonna represent this bread?
You won't be Provell Jackson
Right.
for sure.
Jackson ain't signed with John Deere.
Provell is not signing with John Deere
Provell.
anytime soon.
Provell, get a
He's
deal.
working in the field, but he's not in the tractor.
John, Provell Jackson in line one. I'm not here. Provell's trying to get that John Deere deal. The
Yeah.
pick is in.
Big is yeah.
It's 101, 104, Detroit and Knicks. 104 Knicks is up by 3, only up by 3 now.
Okay, how much time left, D?
4 minutes and 41 seconds.
Plenty of time for
Yeah.
Cade to clown. Cade to clown. Tua needs some protection.
He sure does. They went defensive.
Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle
Yeah.
out of Michigan.
Okay.
They do gotta get some stops. They on that they on that cricket phone. What they got?
I mean, you see
They on
Jalen
that
Ramsey.
old webcast.
They got some
phone.
dial up.
Yo, yeah.
Net zero.
Yo,
It's gonna freeze in a
this
minute.
shit is. They
Oh,
feeling
is
off a
he?
Game Boy.
Is he with what's his name? Tank Davis. Remember, he had all those different colored crosses on his. Remember on his trunks, his last fight.
Oh, the Chrome Hearts. He had
Tank
the
Davis.
Chrome-
Yeah, I had to think for a
Mhm.
second who you. Yeah, Javante.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Dang, 6'3", 331.
331. No, he's not trying to pick him up.
Hard been broke. So
Oh yeah, that's a big boy.
Don't know where to believe.
Damn.
That's a big
Let's
dude.
see, it's my fault. It's my fault.
He looked like he listened to Rod Wave before he
And
just
be
listened
crying all.
to Plug, Notorious B.I.G., Fat Joe, Big Pun.
Fat Joe's not fat anymore
Yeah,
though.
Fat Joe, he's
not
just
not
Joe.
like he used to be.
He done lost some weight.
Fat,
didn't
fat,
Plump.
then
Plump
thinned
Joe.
up. Plump, yeah, he's not fat Joe, he's just plump.
Plump Joey.
Plump Joseph.
Yeah. Plump Joseph. I I ain't
Mike
fat Joe no
Mike
more.
McDaniel
I'm not
looked
even
like
fat.
Joseph.
I'm plump, Joseph.
McDaniel looked like he didn't have like 20 already. Just
He went to school then. Looks like
Yeah,
look like they
Wi-Fi.
might the little YCA
girls.
girls. All right, 25. Jordan Morgan went to Green Bay.
Jordan Morgan.
Tackle for Arizona, played in 6 games, started 1 game before he had to shut it down. He had season-ending shoulder surgery.
Damn.
In 26, your boys, Dre, you remember who they took last year?
Yeah, Graham Barton, center.
Yes, sir. Center. I gave him a up. He started all 16 games, took 1,065 snaps on the offensive side of the ball. He only allowed 1 sack and tied for 4th in the league for fewest sacks among centers in 2024. So that was a up. Good pick for them.
Yep.
27th, Darius Robinson, edge rusher out of Missouri. I gave him a to be determined. He only played in 6 games. He was injured as well. He suffered a calf injury in preseason, and it lingered with him most of the season. He didn't play his first game till December the 1st. So
Ooh,
to
Tyler
be
Warren.
determined.
Yeah, is that
Those
the
are
guy
Colts.
that's the tight end? I'm about to say.
Yeah.
The Colts got him. That's a
Yeah.
good pick.
That is
That
a good
is.
pick.
Damn. I'll take the edge rusher.
That's not bad. That's a good market.
I'll take the edge rusher. I'm good.
I'm gonna say
Hey,
you
you
guys
see-
got a tight end
dang.
already. I'm gonna say that wouldn't have helped.
Compared to the last couple, he just got only a few. It's only about 20 people in there, if that.
Oh, he's on the phone. Did they hear it yet? They didn't even jump up.
Right. They quiet. They ready to go to bed.
Right. They like, okay.
Okay, Tyler, good
They
job.
probably ate good, drank good early.
Yeah, they full as hell. They old ass got work tomorrow.
You think you'll be drafted before 9? You know you gotta get up.
You know I got to get up at 3.
You know I got to get up.
I want to support you, but you know I got to work. I got to get up at 5, man.
That's right.
And it's 10 now, their time.
Right. Yep.
Where did he play? Is that
Penn
who did he
State.
play for?
Penn State.
Yeah, it is Eastern time. If he lives out that
I'm
way.
gonna say yeah, he's still out there.
D.
Hey, Grandpa looked like he's ready to fall asleep. He said, "Damn."
Yeah,
He's like-
Grandpa.
he said, "Who the fuck just got drafted?"
Grandpa Tyler did it.
Who? I thought you was going to war.
Who?
No, Grandpa, this ain't the
Grandpa woke up
man.
ready to shoot.
right.
Grandpa,
I got drafted.
Grandpa, it's
Grandpa.
2025. I'm going to the league, dumbass.
Did we win? No,
But the way Tyler was acting like nothing was, he was sitting there kind of tucked away with the phone.
Yeah, for real, he was like, "Oh, he was trying to soak in the moment."
Damn, I hope what's the name didn't jump on the phone drunk, D. What's the owner? Ursay.
Oh yeah, Jim Irsay.
Jim Irsay.
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
it took him so long to get
Yeah.
off the phone. Hey, Tyler, we're happy to have you as part of the team.
He's off a 5th of Jack and some benzos.
Yo.
With a briefcase, with a briefcase full of thousands and a pound of cocaine.
And some Rose Sparks.
hopefully the
He had a
police
Rose
ain't
Spark
waiting.
and a Red
Hopefully the
Bull.
police ain't waiting for him outside the parking lot.
See, look how he's like, see, yeah, Tyler, you see yourself on, yeah, that's your daddy that just jumped up.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You darn tootin'. Heck yeah, Tyler.
Grandpa, he just got drafted. Grandpa's like, huh?
Get my gun.
Grandpa said, "Huh? Put my hearing aids down." Damn it.
He passing down a musket. This is what I used when I got drafted. Grandpa.
Grandpa,
NFL.
Damn.
It's 2025, Grandpa. Take your ass to bed.
2025.
2025.
Grandpa.
Grandpa thought it was 1925.
Grandpa.
For real.
2025.
His old ass been asleep for 2 hours. He didn't know who got drafted.
Wake me up when he gets the call. 28, Kansas City took Xavier Worthy, wide receiver out of Texas. I gave him 2 thumbs up.
didn't they trade up for that one? Didn't they trade?
They did. They got him from Buffalo.
Yeah.
He played in all 17 games, and he was the bright light for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Had 59 receptions for 638 yards and 6 touchdowns on the season. So that was a pretty good pick. Cowboys picked 29th. They took Tyler Guyton. There we go. Tyler Guyton, tackle out of Oklahoma. I put to be determined. He did play in 15 games, started 11, but he took 670 snaps, committed 14 penalties, allowed 6 sacks, 6 hits, and 26 overall pressures. So he's got some development to do. I didn't give him a thumbs down. We probably could have with those numbers, but I think I was nice to him. Yeah. Baltimore Ravens took Nate Wiggins, cornerback out of Clemson, played 15 games, started 6 of them, had 25 solo tackles, 1 pick. I gave him he was thumbs up. San Francisco took Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver, missed the first part of the season after being shot in the chest. Played in 11 games and had 31 touches for 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think the way he played at the end of the year made Deebo Samuel expendable. He definitely was a big target for Brock Purdy towards the latter part, and I gave him a thumbs up, especially with what he went through just to get there.
I was about to say, absolute good dude. He already said he forgave the guy that shot him and said he'd like to just kind of show him some freaking, basically like some, kind of just show him a different route and stuff, along the lines. And I thought that was kind of cool, that he kept those, because if you shoot me like that, I don't know if I could keep the same basically.
No.
Perception of you essentially. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that essentially.
Maybe publicly I'm saying it, but
but
behind the scenes,
the way he basically handled it was pretty awesome. And I do think he'll be pretty good next year. He'll have a lot of upside basically, and be able to be a huge piece of that offense, because like you said, Deebo Samuel, they got him over in Washington now, so
still got Brandon. I got Brandon
Ayuk.
We still got Brandon Ayuk. We still got Jennings. Juwan Jennings. Excuse me, that's who I was really speaking of, Juwan Jennings. And you got Ayuk, because they're not sure when he's going to come back. Okay, I figure probably the 5th or 6th game of the season he might be ready. So Mel's best available: Shedeur Sanders, Jalen Walker, Will Johnson, Omarion Hampton, and Josh Simmons. So those are 5 good players there. Who's next up on the board? You got the Falcons. Man, it's taking them a little time.
They used all that time, didn't they?
Looked like they better go ahead and get Jalen Walker.
Yeah, please.
We know it's not Shedeur.
It can't be Shedeur.
Yeah, it ain't Shedeur.
I don't even know why they keep showing him.
Quarterback, that'd be tragic.
Nah, they're not doing that. It's gonna be Jalen Walker.
Be that stupid.
Y'all gonna go defense, D. You've been needing an edge rusher. We've been saying it.
If we don't, come on, pick is in. Jalen,
pick is in.
Defense.
Get your defense. Shout out to your mom. Right. She used to be yelling that all the time.
Defense.
But she had that defense ready.
Come on, they be buzzing.
Damn, notable quarterback slides.
About to say, the pick's been in for how long? Like, damn.
Brady Quinn.
No, actually, theirs just came in because
only notable one I seen is Dan Marino.
I mean, they used all the time up though. That's why I don't
know.
Dawson didn't do nothing. Brady.
Oh, you talking about it ended up being decent?
Rodgers, yeah. So Rodgers, Favre,
Boomer Esiason.
Oh, okay. There's a couple on there.
Yeah. Pennington was serviceable.
Yeah.
He can let him to the playoffs at least.
Honestly, you really can't say someone is trash.
You can, but we won't.
If you made it to the NFL, you had it.
Whoa, but whose singing is that? Is that's still at the okay?
I think
that's just another shot from.
Another shot from us. Yeah, people stand by the fire. He, buddy, mad.
He's like, man, I thought they were supposed to get
right.
Leroy.
I'm waiting on Provale Jackson. He's still on the board.
When does Green Bay go? Oh, they're not till 23rd.
Yeah, Yeah,
you got a little
23rd.
ways.
I'm honestly kind of interested to see who the Houston Texans take.
If the pick is in, what are we waiting for?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
They
I
just
haven't seen shit.
delaying.
They might. They
Well,
might.
we
be
only
trying
got one more person to talk about on our list from a year ago. Panthers took Xavier Leggett, wide receiver out of South Carolina.
Every day.
Played in 16 games, caught 49 passes for
That's all.
497 yards, 4 touchdowns. He averaged 10.1
Yep.
yards per
Kayla
catch.
Walker.
I gave him a thumbs up. They did take Walker.
Yeah, they took Walker.
Yeah, you ahead of me.
You way ahead because mine, what's his name, just
I just got it
walking
down
out.
now.
Smart pick, D. That's a real good pick.
Yes, sir. I'll take it all day long. Pause. The end.
And he's right at home.
At the
He's right at
crib.
home. That's nice.
I'm happy with that.
Hometown
dog.
boy.
And he's a dog. Come on now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They said
Mercedes Benz Stadium. Come on.
Every time
Come
there's an NFC South freaking pick, people are like they're talking stuff on the Bucks forum that I subscribe.
He
to.
already definitely knew.
They said, "Damn, Walker's going." Like shit, expected.
Okay, so he's from North Carolina, Salisbury, North Carolina. So he knew where he was going. He had his hat in his hand.
He was ready.
Look at Arthur.
He's him and Xavier Leggett been eating at the picnic
He
together.
said, "Let me talk to the." Let me stop. Up the pick for Boomer Esiason, he had him higher up on the board than what he ended up getting drafted, and he thought ESPN was going to fire him. And now look, I mean, this whole thing is because of Mel Kiper. I mean, it's blown up. I mean, Mel Kiper is the draft board genius. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that has everybody else doing a mock draft.
Right.
He was the first one to do it and do it at a high level.
I mean, it is a lot of pressure. I wonder what type of anxiety that he feels going into this stuff, just trying to make it be, seem legit and right.
So, just some type of on
He said the way he goes about it is best need and best fit for a team instead of trying to, get down to the science of it. Yeah, and all that. He goes to each team's best need or biggest need and who of those people would be the best fit. So which I think is a good way to go about it. And I think it makes it easier. Like you said, D, some of these people, I think they just throw a name in there just to shut us up or just to say, hey, I got a mock draft completed. Because some of these folks, they've done like mock draft 10.0.
Yeah.
I don't have time to do mock draft 1.0.
Right.
Exactly.
Let alone 10.0.
Well, yeah, 10 or 12 or your freaking stuff. It's like I'm not even interested at that point. I'd rather have it be a surprise, you know. It's like even when it comes to my team, it's like I'm not gonna just be freaking bonered out freaking from Super Bowl to now trying to see, you know, who we gonna be picked out. Like I just want it to be kind of like a little surprise factor, like you said. And at the same time, it's just like you got people out there that they didn't look 13 times saying like, okay, now this is who the Bucks are more interested in. Like,
that's crazy.
Well, you said they were interested in 12 other people. Now this is a different
right. What's legit? Yeah. What do you believe?
It just gets frustrating at that point. But
that's a good pick for them. That's a good pick. Bolster their offensive line.
Yeah, they needed that to protect Kyler Murray. I guess that freaking.
These are not just no average people. You see, dude.
No.
You talking about how big they are?
Yes, he stood up, and you like, damn.
Right.
Yeah, defensive. He defensive. He gonna be.
They happy with that pick.
Oh yeah, it is defense. We said protecting Kyler.
Yeah, that's why I was like protecting.
Nah, he's on the defensive side of the ball.
6'3", 296.
Oh,
he looked like he's all of 300 pounds, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Shit, that's why his big ass.
He looked bigger than old boy.
He said, "How much does a suit cost for a guy 300 pounds?" They said a suit costs $2,000 for your size. He said, "All right, I'll just wear a jumpsuit.
I'll just wear this blanket.
Right.
I'll wear a fucking snuggie.
I got."
I ain't paying for no tailored suit.
And I'm paying for no tailored suit.
He said, "You 7 foot 300 pounds.
Some jeggings and a sheet.
Man,
Yeah.
Cut some holes in it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Damn,
that party look ghetto. Look like they gonna turn the lights off and pop bottles afterwards."
I was looking. I forgot who was
looking real North County.
His living room was deep. Yeah, hella people at his stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be cracking.
This shit about to be popping. They about to.
Whose party looks like it be more lit? Tyler Warren or my boy Walter to just I think Walter and them get ready to turn up.
Walter got the hookah and the smoke.
Where them bands at? You had bad boots on the ground. Yep, there they go.
Yeah,
they better get somebody on the side of the ball if they lose.
They need defense for real. They need like a big safe, they almost need like a. Well, yeah, that's true. Trey, yeah, he is gonna be gone potentially. So
you lose him, you definitely need to bolster up that defense, and that's where they had the biggest need, or that was their biggest liability. Remember, I might say
Chase Brown,
defensive coordinator, got fired because of the defense was so poor. Yeah.
You freaking.
Lou is gone. Sweet Lou is gone. So.
I mean, he's in Indy now, so hopefully we'll see what he can do. But I mean, at the same time, you just don't know.
Why the Nuggets look so dry these days? Every time they show chicken McNuggets, they just look fake and they look dry.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they might as well make some stuff at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
But chicken breast at the crib, fry them up.
You dip the mugs in some sauce though, and they just be hitting every time. That's the problem. Like
I haven't had no nugs in a minute.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had a chicken McNugget. Couldn't tell you.
Freaking,
it's only the beginning.
Throw some sauce on that shit.
Final destination.
New York about to barely escape.
Bloodline.
117, 116. 0.5 seconds left.
Telling you, D, they're gonna get tested. The Pistons gonna take them.
It's gonna go. I think it can go 7 for sure.
I think it's definitely gonna go 7.
But, I mean, it could. I mean, they got rid of all their guys. They got rid of freaking DiVincenzo. They got rid of Hardenstein. Like that was some key pieces last year. Gave up some key picks just to bring freaking Mikal Bridges in.
camaraderie
And
around.
What's
Yes.
old boy Adenobi? That dude is
yeah,
cold.
yeah,
He's
OG
pretty nice.
Anunoby, he is nice. He is. I mean, shit, if they didn't have him, they probably wouldn't even be in the playoffs. Though, if you really think about it, it's like, I mean, Brunson's nice, but he can't do everything by himself, and it seems like what they kind of wanted him to do starting out, or not starting out, but now they're like, let's just put it on one guy.
How we called it the other night on our outside the NBA was perfect though, because he had a chance to be clutch and was not clutch.
Yeah,
I thought
He
that
didn't
was,
end up being
that
clutch.
was
He
thought
missed
that
funny.
was
two big
poetic
shots.
justice. We had just talked about it.
He missed
We
two big
did.
shots.
they were able to. Sneak
And then
away
didn't he
with
miss a free throw? Thought he missed a got Cincinnati.
17 minutes in the first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Yeah.
Showed up back in that suit.
Yeah, the Knicks got it.
I'm ready to see this Nuggets Clippers. They snuck away with that last game, man. I thought the Nuggets was
Ooh.
gonna get that
I'm gonna
one.
see if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if our brother gonna be able to stay up.
Yeah, no kidding. As soon as I sit down, it seems like, oh, them eyes just get heavy.
I had to be on the couch because if I lay in bed,
Boy,
Say it's a wrap.
get
Oh,
horizontal.
It's
man,
not a taco.
It's not a burrito.
man.
It's not a pizza.
It's
It's a nap.
It's a
It's
nap.
a strong nap.
It's not a
over with.
snooze.
Right.
It's not.
It's not a
15
siesta.
minutes.
It's a
That's
nap.
funny.
It's a nap. A good
nap.
nap.
It's over with.
Seahawks got the pick in.
North Dakota State. Okay. His big ass. Pause.
Roger's like, man, I'm just gonna stand right over to the side.
For real.
I don't have to walk all the way to the back.
Oh, Grizzlies is giving a
They got to get him a little freaking.
So who you think? What side of the ball, Dre? Since you all are next.
I think it's going to be
Guard, Trey
defensive too. I'd say probably. I was
That's
gonna
some
say
interesting
I was gonna
fans.
say
Seattle fans are
secondary
interesting.
early.
Gray Zabel. Who is
Might
that?
be
North
a
Dakota
linebacker.
State.
North Dakota State. Mm-hmm. They playing Yahtzee too. What they got? Yeah, with Catan. What's that game called?
That's what it looks like. Catan.
What's it called? What's the full name? Some of Catan.
Catanza.
Catanza.
Oh, they was
Hey,
dude, I ain't never heard of that game before.
They probably playing Jenga for a little while.
That Jenga get intense. I'll be ready to. They have it soon.
Yeah,
Soon as
man.
your turn up, they have it leaning all
Trade.
sideways.
Yeah, that's a
Expect you to pull some.
Settlers of Catan.
What kind of game is?
I'm about to say I never heard of that.
It's like
that
a
sounds too smart.
It's
for my
very
guy.
cerebral.
it's card adaptation game of the Settlers of Catan board game. Is a member of Catan series. Let's
Is
see.
it like Chinese, like kind of like Oriental? Should I
settler.
say?
It's like you like. What's the game?
It's man collar mixed with Monopoly.
Man, call it mixed with Monopoly.
Part Yahtzee.
It shoots and laughs.
They just
it's like
combined 3 games together
It's like a role
and
playing
shoots
game.
and ladder.
Said the
That shit
roles of
probably hurt.
settlers, each attempting to build and develop holdings while trading and carrying resources.
So it's Monopoly
It's like
But you
a,
got-
slash
you gotta-
charades.
it's
like
like an
life
old town,
almost,
like
like you
yeah, it's
gotta
like the old
build.
it's like an old town game. Like
How much sheep you got?
Settlers
I
of
got 12
Catan, you
sheep.
get-
Well, they are in North Dakota,
yeah,
though.
I'll trade you 3 sheep for
I take 3 sheep for two things of olive oil.
right. I guess a bottle of fresh made olive oil for 1 wool.
You just landed on my homestead.
Damn,
I got
you just burnt my brush hut down. They
I
gotta-
got a whole thing of cotton.
The
and,
settlers of
and
Catan.
twine.
yeah, it's
Well,
like
what country is what country are they settling in?
It's like
Man.
it's like prehistoric. It looks
I
like
don't like games like that because you be playing for like 4 hours.
Yes.
ain't nobody.
it's a
worth
role
shit.
playing game. So yeah,
Yeah.
like
Where it's a draw.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can't.
you got to like
You,
leave it.
you
And you say
just
we come
wasted
back.
time, basically.
We'll come
Okay,
back
man.
tomorrow and we'll pick it back up. You're like, oh damn, gotta pick it back up tomorrow. Close
It's
this
like
out.
penalties. Oh
Damn,
man.
but you know what? If we do Tampa, we might as well hang in there for that to see what the Steelers do.
Yeah, we might as well. I mean,
that's only
that's
one.
just
That's only one.
that's
like,
two
They're
more.
2 more
four?
picks away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's two. We might as well because
might as well. Let's see if Shador gets.
I say by the time I close all my stuff out, it's gonna be up and I'm gonna be frustrated. It's gonna be like I might as well just wait it.
All
Uh-oh.
these commercials and shit.
I'm about to say,
Right.
I saw that one commercial. They already
They
got
gonna
freaking
make this draw out another 30
Genty
minutes.
in commercials already. He's like, he gotta
Yeah, I
get
saw his
bag up.
commercial.
He did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I forgot what he had commercial.
He was in a bathtub or something. I forgot the commercial, but
It's a barbecue sauce
he
commercial.
was in a bathtub.
Hope he didn't get any spilled on that crushed velvet suit.
As long as he ain't put a dress on, I'm fine.
Man,
Can't
don't get him wrapped
can't
up
be
in that Hollywood.
can't get too Hollywood. I was saying.
Right, you get too Hollywood. I'm telling you.
Cat Williams.
Holly weird.
Hollywood. Don't
Turns
do it.
Holly weird quickly.
Yeah, I definitely give me a little Hulu commercial. Hulu.
Damn,
Sports.
Dre, what y'all waiting on?
I don't know. I guess freaking Todd Bowles didn't. He had to hit like up, and we don't know who the hell we want to pick.
But
right
what,
now.
what I'm tripping off
They
of is
didn't
like the
invite
clock
Todd Bowles.
stopped though. The clock was at
Yeah.
4:55.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
they
Still
at
waiting on the
4:55.
commercials?
Yeah, it did stop. I don't know what's going on.
Man,
Somebody
Look.
called us. They called us right now. We got the
These-
Chiefs. Just,
These
the
like
Chiefs just
damn.
called us and finessed us for our pick.
they went back to 8 minutes and 30 something seconds.
Wait a minute.
Am I tripping or did that?
No,
I
that
just
just
fucked that up.
happened. That just happened. They were at 4:55 for
Okay, the
about a
pick is
minute.
in.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever the
The
programmer's
clock, yeah,
drunk.
now he's definitely
He's
drunk.
like- he got his drunk Roger Goodell drink.
He's like, hey, they're taking shots in the back.
It's
Like
like,
if you get the pick wrong, you had to
All
take
right,
a shot.
The picks
Vodka
in.
ain't
The
in
picks
vodka.
in. Y'all try to give them 20 minutes. The picks in now. Shit.
There's AA Ron.
wow.
That was Alex Smith. And then he look alike
Ronnie
almost,
Brown.
don't
Look at the suit. Look at the difference. The suits.
they?
ain't
Little
nobody
more
blinged out.
little more subdued back
Yeah,
then.
I'm about to
nobody's-
say that
Nobody's blinged out.
suits look like they going straight to Wall Street. They ain't trying to even fucking,
Right.
And that phone had an antenna on it.
He had the razor.
I wonder when did
It's way different.
Bling start making it to the stage where it was okay to go ahead and do some bling.
Probably the
You all
team.
don't need a quarterback. Why are they showing Shador? Well, who is your backup though?
They got. I must say they got rid of Trask, I believe. So I don't.
That wouldn't be a bad place for him to play. That would not actually be a bad spot.
No, we still got Trask. I thought they did say they was getting rid of Trask. That must have been a
Trask is trash.
one of them hype articles.
Oh, they got Gilly in there. Gilly the kid.
Oh, they got Gilly. Okay.
I mean, I probably couldn't even really have no good time.
You know, freaking Howie. He got that freaking. You know, he's coming with that
They
fire.
got Bruce in there. Who's that? Somebody blocking the screen. It look like Bruce.
That's what's his name? Oh, man.
Big X the plug.
This
look like WrestleMania.
He was in the one little who was he with? Damn, in the one little show. I'll think of it. Who was that?
Wide receiver. Wow.
Chris Godwin is hurt, and so is Mike Evans quite often.
I might say they just paid Godwin though.
Emeka Egbuka.
Emeka Egbuka at Ohio State. That's not bad.
That's not a bad pick.
Another weapon.
Yeah, I mean, we still got Jalen McMillan. He went.
I wonder where the little wide receiver, or not the wide receiver, the running back for Ohio State is going.
They said his professional comparison is Lad McConkey. The hell?
How tall
What
is
the-
he? 6
what the
foot,
hell?
202 pounds. He had a good I was gonna say he had a good playoff
Let's go.
series.
Lad McConkey.
So what you
Raise the
think,
flag,
Dre? I
let's
mean,
go.
is it the pick that you wanted? Is it what you needed? Are you happy with it?
Personally, I think we would have needed a somebody on the defensive side of things. But I mean, they could be looking more long term.
Something tells me though you could have got him in the second or third round though. Maybe
Damn.
not.
Good move. I'm trying to see.
I mean, some of these later, like the Chargers, might want another wide receiver because they don't have anybody. So he could have been off the board. I feel like probably later, late.
I'm trying to see.
Late first round, but like you said, I mean, I don't know if that's who we needed right there at that position, but
Right.
honestly, will he be utilized?
That monkey.
Absolutely. I feel like he's going to definitely be utilized.
I think they'll definitely utilize him right. Like I said, I just don't know if he's the 19th pick. I don't know. I'd have to see more.
Mm-hmm.
There's Bowles. He seems happy, but as a defensive coach, defensive-minded coach, I would have thought they would have gone to the other side of the ball.
Like that's what I was thinking. Maybe even like a big time linebacker, probably like DN would have been good for us. But I mean, maybe they were looking more in terms as far as value.
Emeka Egbuka.
I'm watching us live
What's that, D?
on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say check the chat out. Do we got any comments? Anybody got any questions?
Nah, ain't nobody.
D said, watching me.
Watching me. We got a like in that mug.
Let's go.
That's pretty great though. Got to do that more often.
What's the video like? Pretty crisp and clean.
Oh yeah,
no caffeine.
Yeah,
I was watching it.
No caffeine.
Freaking, I didn't have the volume up though. Sounds good.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, we got 2 picks, and then we'll be signing off.
Yes, sir. Looks
And
like
I'll
I'm gonna say
turn my attention to the Nuggets and the. Well, they're the late game.
Yeah,
right
now it's OKC
Memphis
and
OKC.
I want to see if
Well, damn, what time is that game going to start?
9.
Not 9. They said it should be already.
No, it's 9:15 now.
Oh, so then it should be on. It
It
should be
is,
starting.
Yeah, I don't see anything. It's just starting in California into it center, the new one.
I'm trying to see
Where-
OKC get punched in the mouth.
okay,
I'm
it
gonna see if
started,
they
it
can battle
started.
back. You ain't seen OKC a little tested. See that grit. Memphis bringing it to him right now.
I was wondering what Trey was talking about. Most overrated. We switched to a different sport, but he's talking about Halliburton.
Trey Halliburton was
Mhm.
he's voted the most overrated player.
That's not really an award. That was more of a players thing.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it's
it must have said they must have voted. They emailed everybody and asked them.
Right.
I don't know anything about his game has been overrated. Matter of fact, we talked about him a month or so ago. We really hadn't heard much from him or the Pacers this year, even though they finished fourth, I believe, fourth or fifth.
I wouldn't say
look at
that.
his
I wouldn't say
numbers.
he's
I wouldn't say
overrated.
I don't think he's overrated.
I don't think he's overhyped for real.
I might say
I don't either.
talking about
You
it.
know,
That sounds like some player hate, some literal player hate.
Player hate.
Yeah. That's they were literally
Maybe
just
because he
hating.
probably be talking shit. You see him and Dame were getting into it.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
talking
was
about
like-
yeah? Because he made the statement that we don't like them, they don't like us. It's always been that way.
Yeah, because they sent. Well, I guess during that play-in too. Like that, they had beef during that play-in games too.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably where it started. Because he was doing it. I think when Tyree
He
Tyrese
did
doing
it.
He
The
did
Dame time.
That's where it all stemmed off of.
Yep. But you can't do it to me, and I can't do it. And you don't expect me to do it back to you.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
lose,
It's trolling.
that's the best form of getting under your skin.
Yeah. And it got
Oh,
on
you
his
thought
skin.
you got me, but now I got you.
18 a game, 9 assists, 3 rebounds, 3.5 rebounds.
Pretty soon, D, we're gonna start taking this, have like different setting up somewhere and do the podcast. Like from a
for
venue.
sure. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
absolutely.
Anywhere they got some
set
good
up
ass
with
food.
some
Not
below
now that we know
that we can record
that
live on
we're
there.
connected, that we're live.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be down.
That'd be perfect. Whoever trying to, man, we come through, we buy up some drinks, but y'all gotta produce the food. We be there.
Right.
We
We
gonna
can
buy
really
the
have a
drinks.
sit your ass down studios.
Man.
Yeah,
right
what would we
there.
do? We'll set it up. Have some couches, or you want to do some chairs?
Probably do
We could do a
couple couches. Yeah,
couple-
that'd be
like
nice.
a couch or like recliner with a little table, and we'll chop it up.
Definitely have to have a table, couple tables for the
and then have the mic-
laptops.
Yep, mic stand.
Mhm.
Had the mic coming there. We would need like maybe a couple.
Or as long as
Gone.
the desk or the table is thick enough. I mean, we can take our stands like we
Yep.
got them and connect them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we need to make that happen.
No, we do that. That would add to the show too, so they don't have to see us at the crib. They can actually see us in a
Live setting.
live
We can get
setting
some
that makes it more
interaction.
official,
Mm-hmm.
like the Pat McAfee or the.
I want to say what's poor Shosha when that girl was trying to fight when we were there that one time.
Oh, when she was
She was
Oh,
fighting. We was just there trying to get some drinks, and this girl started fighting. They had to throw her. That would have
Bro,
been
they had to
funny to
throw
be
her
in the
out.
background.
They had to throw her out. She didn't flash the whole bar.
Damn. Well, if I gotta go, I'm gonna let them see me.
Right. Well,
I'm gonna be seen.
When she was fighting, and her top came off.
Oh damn.
Yeah, she was fighting.
Okay,
She's
so
scrapping
Broncos
something.
got. I'm gonna say for them either offensive line or edge rusher. You got your quarterback. Well, they've been needing a receiver for a minute,
They
hadn't
doing
they?
this extra shit.
They could. I mean, they
Did he
just got
pass
rid of
away,
their. They just got rid of their running back.
Let me not
too.
be disrespectful.
Who was it? Javante Williams.
What happened, D?
Well, I was just saying they doing another.
Like somebody passed away,
I didn't know if someone passed away.
like a
I was over there,
memorial or something.
but I think they honoring somebody. Oh yeah. It's about cancer. Yeah, let me not be disrespectful.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Oh, he beat cancer.
Don't
I think so.
Well,
don't
good for him. Good for
don't
him.
rush
really
this.
great for
Don't
him.
rush this.
Yeah, don't rush this. Don't rush this.
Yeah, all they got is Jaleel.
Oh, you can speed it up a little bit, but
Shit, we just want to
let's
watch.
not go overboard. We do want to pay our respect.
I mean, you can have a little taste. You can set the tone.
We
a
want to
little
watch.
bit.
Right.
One more pick, man. Just speed it up.
There's no
Have
need to lollygag.
have a speed walk out here. What's going on?
He already beat the cancer.
They got Jade Barron.
Hey, we
Barron.
mentioned him. I said him for your
Jade
team.
Barr. Yeah.
Yep,
Jade
Jade Barron.
Texas, another Texas pick.
He's like, get up, get up.
Yeah, people in
Broncos Nation.
Dang, they got the little. That's
That's not the one, is it?
Tyrion
Off of
Lannister.
that's not the one off of Johnny Knoxville, is it?
No, the wee man.
Yeah.
Now that looks wherever he's at is
They
deep.
about to turn up.
That is they
Yeah,
outside?
people were saying, I guess freaking.
Is that someone's
Oh,
living
they try-
room?
They were saying, I guess Godwin's not as further
Long as
along.
they thought.
Yeah, that's probably why they went that
Damn.
route, because they probably would have, like you said, wanted to get Jade Barron. But I mean,
I think that's a good pick. I just didn't see him at 19 though. But
damn, maybe not.
Okay. This is what we've been waiting
you know
for.
who we haven't seen? All right,
Oh, see.
unless I'm
Sorry.
short of
All
memory, but no one from Notre Dame so far.
Yeah, that is true.
You know,
No, I
normally
can see
they're
that.
They usually have a
especially
top-
for offensive linemen or
Yeah.
you know,
Y'all
the
see-
tackles.
Y'all saw Wee Man was there in the Broncos jersey.
That's what we just
Was
said.
that wee man?
Oh yeah, I missed it. I wasn't.
That was him, right?
It looked like Wee Man.
I
No,
don't
that's
think
what
it
we
was
said.
him.
I said it was him.
I thought it was Tyrion Lannister. That's what I said.
Who is that?
Oh, from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, that
You
dude.
know, a little short dude.
Oh my God. That's
Damn.
hilarious.
It did kind of look like Wee Man, but I don't think it was.
I thought it was Wee Man.
It definitely
Wee
gave Wee
Man.
Man vibes.
That's hilarious.
Damn,
He's a Broncos fan. That'd be so random.
Shador, if you fall out of the,
25.
I'm trying to see where else.
now it is now if he falls out of the
Oh,
first
yeah.
round, that is
Ooh, he
legendary.
could be a backup to JJ McCarthy at 24. I can see that.
He might be going to Houston, H-Town.
Nah, you got Stroud there for
Yeah,
years to
yeah.
come.
Honestly, he would be on the phone. We don't see no phone call.
Nah, I can see the Rams doing it.
Nope.
Yeah,
I don't see
back
no.
up-
I don't see no
back up
phone call.
Stafford.
I'd be like, man, kill the cameras because it look like I might fall to the second round.
He's definitely gonna fall. That'll be. He's
Please.
gonna. He's probably gonna fall, man.
Where's Tomlin? I don't
Please
see.
don't blow my
I see him right
vibe.
there. No way. They gonna go. They gonna go something. If they get Jackson Dart,
Oh,
they better not.
I think they did, D.
Ooh, the pick is in.
He's not on the phone. You're not supposed to
Nah.
be in their room.
Buddy next to him sleeped in the motherfucker.
Man, he's like, I'm bored.
He said,
I see Bucky. Bucky, like, you want me to get the camera out?
he said, man, he had 20 pigs in the blankets.
Shiloh said, "Where you think I'm?"
But
going?"
you know what? You see, they did go away from Shador.
But yeah, but I would say, yeah, you
They
know,
need a quarterback. They ain't had a good quarterback since
They
the
need
Big
a
Ben.
quarterback to build from or build on, build a
Imagine
franchise
if you get a- If you
around.
get a quarterback, man, I think you have to.
Well, the
You're not
pick
getting
is
no-
in. This is what we've been waiting for. 21 is not legendary.
Man.
21 is
John Morant-
not
John Morant
legendary,
going in.
Shador.
Wait, no, he only got 9 points.
Jackson. Hey, Jackson. Yeah. Grandma's trying to tell him, wake up. They got the camera. That's what y'all was talking about.
He'll be up if they do draft Jackson Dart. He'll be up
That's right.
next time we tune in to him.
Look like they got a defensive tackle.
Here we go. What is it, Dre?
He
They
said
got a
defensive
they got a-
tackle.
Yeah, Derek Harmon out of Oregon.
Damn,
they
Shador, you're
showed-
sliding,
showed him
buddy.
early. They
Yeah, it's a
showed him
wrap.
early.
It's gonna be
He's
legendary.
It was an unlegendary night for Shador
It's
Sanders.
legendary.
So
Unless he still goes in the first round, but we
Yeah.
won't be here.
I
but
wonder. I guess you think it's. What do you think it is? Dion Prime, the hype. They want to stick it to
I think it's Dion. I
They
think
wanna
they
stick it
turned
to
a lot of
Deion?
people off.
the
And
cockiness,
Detroit
the
would be a
arrogance.
good landing spot for him. Stafford, I mean not Stafford, but
Goff.
Jared Goff. He can
Yeah,
learn
he can-
behind him.
he wouldn't.
Commanders don't need a quarterback. Obviously,
Maybe
the Chiefs don't.
Maybe it's humility.
They brought Teddy Bridgewater back. They probably play him before they play Shador.
Man,
That's crazy.
It
Yeah.
will be.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
I'd like to see him go to the Ravens. Honestly, Fuck it.
I was looking at that too, and I could really see the Rams doing it because Stafford is older.
Yeah,
You got Garoppolo as the backup right now. He's older.
Yeah,
Shador could get in there and really learn.
Oh,
And
yeah.
being on the West Coast, that'd be a nice fit for him. And that remains to be seen. So we saw the first 21 picks. Shedeur Sanders did not land any of those spots. And it remains to be seen when he will go. But we thank you all for watching us.
Absolutely.
Me and D, Monday night NFL Draft Show 2025.
2025.
We're out, folks.
Holla.
Hey, thanks for watching. Live and direct.